Yo, yo, we are back.
Hello.
Hey, all right, yeah. So as you can tell, Grae has been permanently replaced by Sevvy. Yeah, because so now we're gonna have a better co-host, better looking co-host, better sounding co-host than Grae and stuff like that.
Oh
Oh
no,
yeah,
he's awesome. He's awesome. He ate that cake like a champ.
yeah.
I have to say I was surprised. I didn't think he was gonna eat it. I stayed most of the stream,
Mhm.
lurking, just waiting to see if he was gonna puke. It's like,
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, people in the chat, it's like Grae looks a little different. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, Nagranol's like, hey, Grae got a sex change. Yeah, yeah. But yes, hopefully everyone had a great week. We are back, and today, yes, we're gonna have Sevvy came on today, so that's awesome. Thank you. So and we had Sevvy on previously before, so that's having her back is always a welcome treat. And we do have her links in the description, and her link tree is in the pinned comments. But yes, thank you so much for coming back. And hopefully, I'm glad that we didn't scare you away because typically me being me, it's not Grae. Grae is typically the cool guy, right? Me being me, like a gooner, and people are saying that I'm a degenerate and stuff like that. I scare a lot of people away, and I'm so glad that I didn't scare you away. But welcome back, Sevvy.
No,
How are you?
I'm good. No, you're awesome. You know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with liking beautiful, attractive women, in my opinion. And the fact that they're in video games is even better. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, honestly. So
Mhm.
I don't really view you as degenerate or anything like that. It's normal, people. It's normal. But I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here, excited to cover some of the topics. And apparently, Sausage Man wants me to talk about your marriage immigration process.
What?
That's what he said. He said,
What?
so Phil is going to play the part of Rook and Sevvy be violated. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm reading the. Okay,
What's this
I'm
here?
glad
Oh
Phil. There you
no.
go.
Oh no. So I'm glad Phil's finally bringing a lawyer on to figure out starting our marriage immigration process. Suck it, you're an old man. I win.
That is too funny. That is too funny.
Do
But
you?
truthfully, it is really hard to immigrate to the United States because you can do it through employment or through family, right? Or which includes marriage. And in order to get it through employment, it will take probably a year and a half or more because there's a lot of steps that you need to do. And in
Mhm.
order to do it through marriage, if you are found to be lying, you will go to jail for that,
Okay.
and then the person will get kicked out. And one of the really interesting things now that is happening is if you're an immigrant and you're on parole, now you have to pay the government in order to be in parole. So otherwise, you're going to be stuck in jail.
Okay. Now I do have a couple questions on that. It's because I think that's very interesting. So, there are many ways. There are many outlets for you to legally become
Yes.
an American citizen, right? So, I think the easiest way in terms of I guess people is marriage. I think that's the easiest way. So, like, I know there are a lot of people
Mhm.
who would catfish or trick people into marriage, and then so how does that work? As a lawyer, like for instance, let's say I'm giving an example. This is not me, okay? I'm not saying I'm a passport bro. I'm gonna go to South Korea and pick up the sausage man, and I'm gonna bring him back, and I'm gonna have like sausage sex or whatever. But what I'm asking is that let's say there's a woman that's here on student visa or work visa for that
Yeah.
matter, right? And that person's mom can't stay here, so because of the whole Trump thing, you've been here for 20 years and you haven't gotten citizenship, you can get the hell out, right?
Yeah.
So uh so basically, let's say she gets involved in a relationship, and knowing this person within under a year, they get married.
Mhm.
So, like, how would legally wise, like, know this whether or not this person's real or Or
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
decisions?
I think that's a really good question. So generally, there's a couple steps that need to happen. One is, if you do get married, your first step would be to get a permanent resident card, which is not citizenship. And then after you're here for a certain period of time, which is usually like 5 years, then you
Okay.
can apply for citizenship, right? In order to get the permanent resident card through marriage, you will need a lot of money because you need to file a lot of different forms to do it. And then based on the Trump administration, like what they did, which Biden removed, which I think Trump reset again, is that you need to prove that you can actually pay for the person and be support. So generally before, what they needed was just to make sure that you're above the poverty level. When Trump first came into office, they required that you have a certain income in order to be able to bring anybody in. Either be through marriage or your parents, if you're an immigrant, for example, right? So you
Mhm.
had to that you can support them, so they're not a strain in the economy. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I got a gifted
Hey,
membership.
yeah, I was like 21 Palica. Thanks so much for the membership, and it went to you. That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That is awesome.
So
Thank you,
um,
thank you.
what you end up doing is after you follow those forms, you need to provide proof that you're a real couple. So what they will do is you need to provide paperwork. You need to provide emails, text messages, phone records, right? You need to have an affidavit that you have to obviously swear under oath. And if you lie, this is the perjury issue, right? That you can be sent to jail for perjury for that. And then they interview, and then you have to have affidavits from your family, from their family, and then from your friends, people that know you at the same time. And after you, through the application process, say for example, USCIS determines that, yeah, you look like it's real, you're in a 2-year probation period. So in this 2 years, they will stop by your house, they will conduct searches, they will ask questions like you, aside from your spouse or significant other, to make sure that you actually know each other. So some of the questions might be, what type of toothpaste do they use? What type of soap do they use? Like very intimate things like that. The very specific that you would only know if you were living together, right?
Mhm.
If at any time during the 2 years they determine that it was a hoax, then you will be fined and you will go to jail, right?
Okay.
For doing that. So, for example, if you go to the Department of Homeland Security's website in their news, I think it was like last week or the week before, where they broke a huge sting in Minnesota for people that were doing fake marriages to get visas. And it was across I think a lot of different states. I just can't remember which states it was, but it was a really big ring that they broke apart. In the 2-year probation period, one thing that people don't understand is that if there is good cause for a divorce, like domestic abuse, for example, you get a pass for that, and you can still proceed to get your permanent resident card, because after the 2 years, you can remove the conditions, and then you have to wait 3 more years to be able to become.
Okay. So let's say hypothetically, you said that they need to basically establish a permanent residency, right? So let's say if these two people are not living together
Yeah.
currently, uh, and like in order for them to sort of like prove that they are actually a legit couple, they need to like basically buy a house or an
Yeah.
apartment or and show that they're living together.
Yeah,
And
they
how?
will.
Okay.
They will require proof. Like for example, they'll look at joint bank accounts. Are you the beneficiary of a 401k or life insurance? Right? How do you deal with health insurance? For example, you have a directive. Are they the person that is going to make a decision on your behalf if you're incapacitated at the hospital? They will also. They will also look to see if you're renting an apartment together, or if you're buying a house together, or if you have a car together. So they will ask for a lot of information. And particularly nowadays, they're very strict to make sure of that, and they have a lot of discretion to say that you're lying, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm wondering if it's like like I know that a lot of Asians do this, especially like the people I know. what they would do is like they would like to establish like permanent residency here. It's like they're basically like the daughters of like this like family. It's like, oh, I want my daughter to have permanent residence and stuff like that in the US, and sort of eventually bring us over, right?
Mhm.
So like the daughter would go over there on like a visa or student visa or work visa, get married there. And after establishing, like, okay, because the Asian parents have a shit ton of money in China, here's like $500,000, go buy a house right now, and then your parents can come back to the US,
Mhm.
right? So I know a lot of people do that, and they like it's the yeah, I know that even in Arcadia, there was this like family that literally had like one guy and like I think it was, I forgot how many women that were in the house, but they had like 24 kids in the house. And they got,
Wow.
yeah, it's like the cops busted and they're like, what the hell is happening? And the only reason why they found out was because one of the housemaids brought the kid to the hospitals because they were unresponsive.
Oh
Right?
my
So,
gosh.
like, and then the cops came and it's like, "What the hell is happening?" And it's like, "Well, this is a fucking, like, like, sex ring or something like that. One guy's
Yeah.
impregnating, like, freaking, like, 8 or 7 women, and you have, like, 24 kids in the house." So, it's like, I know there's a lot of that kinda shit that happens, and, like, they
Yeah.
will come here and, like, buy property because they have a lot of money from China, right? They seize property here, and then they'll just buy a bunch of houses, and then they move back to China, and then that house's like price goes up, like for no one lives in it, and then by the time they come back to the US, they sell the house for like triple or quadruple the amount, and it's
Yeah.
like it's sort of fucked up. So
Yeah, that's that's
yeah.
that's that's one of the things that I never really understood is why do we allow foreign persons, including corporations, persons also include corporations, to buy property in the United States. That's one thing that I never really understood. For sure. But doing the process of, say, for example, you have a daughter who comes here for school, gets married, then brings the parents here, that will take a long time to do because, say, for example, they meet the person, they get married, right? Then they have to, then after they get their permanent resident card, right? So they have to have legal presence here in a not in an immigrant basis, not a non-immigrant one,
Mhm.
for 5 years, and they have to um, apply for citizenship. Then usually they have to wait, I think, like a year or something before they get the certificate, right? Because they have to answer the questions, and now the citizenship questions are changing, and how the test is being done is changing. After they become citizens, then they can apply for their parents, right? And because their parents would be in a separate country, that they would have to apply using the consular process, because
Mhm.
there's two different ways that you can apply for somebody. You can apply using the consulate if they're in a different country, or you can apply using the service centers here in the United States, because there's one in Vermont, there's one in California, right? And there's one in Dallas. So that's usually where they go, and where things get processed for immigration purposes. And if you look at the waiting period for consulate stuff, that we're talking about 3, potentially 4 years or more, right? And then everything gets a priority level. So if you are a citizen yourself and you're bringing somebody else, and they get priority one, but priority one is still 3+ years, right?
Oh, okay.
To do that. And that, that's assuming that there's not going to be a request for evidence or request for information that will drag things out.
Okay.
Not, it's not really that immediate.
Okay. Yeah, so like I'm just wondering, like, for instance, let's say me as an example, like, I'm not saying anything, all right? I'm not saying anything. Chat, stop insinuating stuff, all right? I already see you guys. All right. Was his here? Well, good news is Phil can impregnate me, so we're good. That's wild. Phil's talking
Oh.
about himself. That's crazy. All right. So let's say if like I, as a US citizen, like I'm doing this, I do this
Yeah.
passport bro thing, and I bring back a girl from like, I don't
Yeah.
know, Vietnam or something like that,
Sure.
right? Right. And then like to make sure that like how do I make sure that they don't screw me and like marry me, and then they do all that waiting period, and they wait the long game, they play the long game, and then they divorce me, and then they take half my shit. Like how can I avoid that from
Yeah.
happening?
I mean, unfortunately, you can't avoid them playing the game. Like, say they pretend to be in love with you and then they're not. But what you can do is you can get a prenup to make sure they don't take half of your shit. And
Okay.
you want to make sure to check what state you're in, because depending on the state that you're in, you might have to pay for spousal support for them. Which is bullshit in my opinion, because I personally believe spousal support should not be a thing. So in some states you have to pay spousal support during the entire time, and then 6 months after you get divorced. Some states you don't. In some states it's really hard to even get spousal support. So you want to make sure that you're checking the laws in your particular state, and particularly too if you have kids too, because then you'll be on the hook for those kids as well until they're
And
18.
of course, we do have spousal California alimony support here in California.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah. So it adds up a lot, And when it gets to how much money they can take out of your paycheck, right? Oh, they can take a lot of money out of your paycheck. Like, say, through child support, spousal support, or even like credit card debt, for example. They can take a big chunk out of your check that you get for take home. There's not a lot of protections that are set on you. So that's why you want to make sure to be very careful and look at a prenup that spells out spousal support, child support, how things are going to be split, right? Because generally any property and money you have before you get married is yours, right? After you get married, the presumption is that you're sharing it. So if you put all of your money, and again, we were talking about like, oh, you want to have a joint bank account, right? If you have a joint bank account with this individual and all of your money that you had pre-marriage now gets put in that pot, then you have really no good way of telling, like, hey, this $30,000 was my money from before, right? And then they would just take half of it, right? Which I think is a really valid concern. So the prenup can address a lot of those questions.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's awesome because, like, this is the first time we're having a lawyer coming back and talking and stuff like that. Like, I want to ask all these questions about like legalities and like, so like, what is it? So I do want to ask another question. So let's say, what are the statutes of limitations for an annulment, right? So like, is it like specific per state?
Yeah. An annulment generally, I mean, I only know annulment based on the Catholic Church, right? I think like outside of the Catholic Church, you have to get a divorce. I will preface this by saying I'm not a family law lawyer, so I only know just a little bit of it. I don't think that the Catholic doctrine, their dogma, has a statute of limitations on an annulment. It just happens, right? Because the idea behind the annulment is that the marriage never happened, right?
You got drunk and you weren't paying attention and you signed some papers, like when you're in Vegas, right? Sort of like the episodes of Friends or something.
Yeah, because I know that because my mom was married twice. The first marriage, it was an annulment, so it didn't really happen. So she was only married once, right? But she did have to go through the Catholic Church to make sure that they annulled it completely. But I don't. That's more based on Catholic doctrine than it is.
Oh, what's this here? I like how Phil genuinely took an interest in our marriage and immigration. Is Phil thinking about getting an annulment to marry Sausage Man? Yo, I hate you guys, man. Do you know about the FUTA law? What? There's no FUTA law. There's no. Look, oh yeah, see, like Britney Spears. Yeah, Britney Spears, right? She had with a K-Fed. I forgot. Or no, it wasn't Kevin Federline. It was like that one dude, like a football player, I believe. Yeah, she got married at the Little White Chapel. Sausage Chan, that is fucking crazy. That's crazy, man. Hollow Ninja with the 5 rip. It's actually Tomonobu Itagaki. Right before Ninja Gaiden 4. If you guys don't know who he is, Itagaki-san is basically the guy that made and directed and created Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. So like he passed away earlier this week at the age of like 58 or something like that. He was really, really young. And he was super based too, is because like he said that he does not want ugly girls in his video games. and he only has like attractive people, is because people want like attractive women and
Yeah.
hot men and stuff like that. So he was like super base.
I mean, I agree, because if you're playing a video game and you're watching the screen for so long, you don't want to look at ugly people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, I heard
makes
that the
sense
new
to me.
Digimon game. Oh yeah, so sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just said it makes sense.
Yeah. I heard that the new Digimon game is way better than the new Pokemon game. Just might check it out. I heard it's really, really good, but like we'll see though. But thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. All right. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, Rip dude was a legend. Yeah, him and what's it called again? Harada-san. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the director for Tekken. So like him and Itagaki-san basically were like rivals. They're like really good friends, but they're rivals, right? They're
Oh.
always like trying to compete to see which one has better games and stuff like that. And it's just like the last. And he also showed that like the last text he had with Itagaki was Itagaki telling him, "Hey, let's go grab some drinks." And then he passed away like a couple of days later. So it's just like he
Oh,
was like
that's
really,
sad.
really sad. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Phil Man Sausage Chandad, it's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. See, the Fuda law is basically the right to peg. You know, Fuda has a conjugal rights to peg his biology. That's so fucking gay. That's so gay. Holy shit.
Oh my god,
That's
this is so
wild.
funny.
Mitchell Fields with the 2 is the plan to get Grae into the US. Well, I don't know, man. I'm not sure if Grae ever wants to come to the US is because of how it is, but man, it's wild. We'll see though. We'll see. When he comes back from getting his his dick enhancement surgery, whatever it is in Japan or something, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him about that. See, Mitchell Fields with the 5 question. So if I own a company and it owns everything, but I only get paid 25,000 a year, is my company protected?
Well, let's see. You are the owner of a company, and you get a salary, I'm assuming, of 25K. Is your company protected? Say if you get a divorce, I'm assuming that was your question. If you're getting a divorce, uh, probably not, because you're the owner of the company. Um, if you own the company before you got married, then you might have a better argument for keeping your company. But you are going to have to go through in front of a judge to argue what happens to the proceeds of that company, because at that point the company did well during your marriage. So she might have a claim to part of the revenue of that company. So generally, when you get a divorce, what they do is they list out all your income, all of the debt, like everything that you have and you own, and then you split it up. You split up debt and then property that you have, and then you figure out a way to balance it out, right? And that's why I don't like spousal maintenance, because you're already doing this balancing out. Why do you need to pay somebody extra money? That's messed up. Like, I understand paying for a kid, which is still really expensive, right? In terms of how much you have to pay for the kid, but you're already balancing things out. It makes no sense. So I think your company at that point, because you're an owner of it, they could grab it. They could also grab your retirement as well. Say if you're already retired, or say you're taking VA benefits, for example, they could be entitled to that as well. That would be
Well,
an argument.
thank you, Mitchell Fields, for the 5, and he follows up with another with a 2. Okay, same question, but now I'm a shareholder.
If you are a shareholder, um, they might, depending on how the balancing out works and how many shares you have and what the prospective value of it is, they might force you to sell your shares and then split the money.
But thank you for the 2. Now here's the thing, okay? Sevvy, practicing lawyer, but she's not She's not your lawyer. All right. So
Yes.
just letting you know that, okay? So
Yeah.
would this be like, this is like, is this, I don't know, like legal advice? I'm not sure if it
No,
is.
this is
Right?
like
It's not, right?
more like, no, it's not. This is more
Yeah, it's
like
not.
general things of how things might work, because
Yeah.
keep in mind that things change depending on the state that you're in, right? And things will change if you have a prenup. because in some states they might grab things from the VA, some states they will not. Some states have spousal maintenance, some states do not, right? Some states are more, they tend to go more towards the female. Some states do not, right? So it really depends a lot. So just generally, the answer is always it depends. If you are in a situation where you're considering getting married and you're considering getting a prenup, go talk to a family law attorney in your state that can give you specific advice about what your particular situation is, because a lot of it is going to depend on the situation that that you're in, and every situation is very different. So not legal advice at all. This is more general broad strokes of what things might look like.
Yeah. But yes, Project Eggroll. Yeah, just replace Grae with Sevvy. But yes, I believe what's it called again? There's a lot of people. Yeah, Sevvy isn't Milo or just a captain of Battlefield 6. Yeah. So, of course, thank you so much for coming back on. I know that we've been talking for about like 30 minutes now almost, but like for people who don't know who you are, quickly, like in terms of like people did watch the previous stuff, but who are you and what do you do?
Oh yeah, great question. So my name is Sevvy. I am a lawyer by trade. My specialty is in employment, labor, and corporate law. Uh, Not family or immigration law at all. But I am a gamer. I'm sorry. I am a gamer. I play all different types of games. I love to talk about it and pop culture. You can usually find me in I have two YouTube channels. One is Legally Sevvy, and then the second one is Sevvy Love, which is my gaming channel. So that's where you can find me. I have some really exciting stuff coming out pretty soon. Got late COVID. No, I did not get late COVID. If you really want to know, I got bronchitis, but I have medication. I have antibiotics, so it's just passing through. Okay, don't freak out.
We got the
But
vid.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But no, I have some really exciting stuff coming up pretty soon, and I can't wait to talk about it. But I have to ask first if I can talk about it because I have not asked yet. But
Yeah,
I
that's
know
cool.
I know there was a lot of really amazing announcements that happened on Friday. So just
And just like that, Sevvy just gave me a very good segue to this thing. Let's go and bring this up. Where the hell did it go? Why is it not showing up? What's happening?
oh
Hold
no,
on. Share screen.
no.
All right, let me share it again. Where'd it go? Is it here?
Oh,
No, that's not it.
it usually takes a little bit. So just
Yeah, it's
when
it's
I've used
loading. Oh my
yeah,
god.
sometimes there's like a delay in StreamYards. I don't know why, but sometimes there's a
StreamYard,
delay.
you piece of shit.
Mhm.
What a okay, we'll wait for it to show up first then, I guess. But yeah, it's all right. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like it's not even see, it's loading. It's just loading. What's going on? Paying so much money for StreamYard for it to suck ass.
I know,
Okay,
and they increase the price too, which is so crazy.
yeah. But yeah, is there an Indian technician? It's okay. So what you want to do is like you could stop sharing screen and then you basically tried it again. Have you tried unplugging and plugging it back in? Right. So
Do not
share.
redeem.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, it's holy crap, man. I can't even share the screen. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and talk about it. Right. So we'll see if it ever comes up. But because here's the thing, I can't share any of the articles that I brought up. So it's just gonna be
Here,
face.
why don't you
Yeah.
put the links in chat and then maybe it'll work if I share them.
All right. So all right, I'll try it. I'll share this with you in a private chat to see if that works. Okay. All right. And
Okay.
then I'll end mine and then you can bring yours up and see if it works. Yeah. I'm okay. Okay. All right. All right. So I don't see your thing. Like I see it. I see what you're sharing. I don't see what you're sharing, but I do see the tab. So if I hit at the stage and it does not do anything.
I think it's because we're in faces and you have to select the one that has it on the
It's
side.
not working. That's
So it's just
crazy.
Let's just give it some time. But we can talk
All right.
about it while it loads.
Yeah, we'll give it some time. All right. So what we're basically waiting for. I'll go ahead and remove this right now, and then if it pops up, I'll go ahead and add it back onto the screen. But yes, earlier on Friday, Jeremy announced that there was several big announcements that I knew about this for like a month already,
Hmm.
right? So but yes, he has officially announced that Geeks and Gamers is going to be merging with that Park Place. So that's going to be
Yes.
pretty damn cool. So there's going to be their editorial team is going to be coming on and stuff like that. And they're completely revamping their website, and they're also partnering up with Criticless as well. So that's pretty awesome. So that's going to be pretty huge. And they're also doing their merch is going to be going through Rip Ascend. So that's going to be a huge merger and stuff like that. And I for one, I'm super excited for it, is because we use that Park Place as a source
Hmm.
for a lot of stuff that we talk about. And I know that Jonas has been super happy. I know Jonas Campbell, he's been super
Yeah.
quiet, and then like he was super excited to announce it. And I'm glad that we can use Ripa, or at least Geese and Gamers can use Ripa as their distributors, because Teespring has been sucking a lot of balls for quite some time
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely has, and it has the merch looks absolutely amazing. It's too bad you guys can see it, but
Yeah.
if you look for Geeks and Gamers on the website, you can click on the shop part of it. It looks really cool, and I know there is gonna be a lot of new changes coming too, which is gonna be so amazing. It's like the whole thing is just changing, which makes it even better. So it's the new website looks really cool. In my opinion, it looks more. It's easier to access where things are at, for sure. And I know that I think just the fact that they're going through Ripa is gonna make it so much better. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I remember I like I wanted to give Steph a shirt,
Yeah,
and it was last year during the San Antonio meetup. And I was gonna wait to give her a shirt, right? So, about a month and a half to 2 months prior to the meetup, I bought the shirt from Teespring, having it shipped to my house.
yeah.
It didn't show up until, like, a week after I came back
Oh god.
from it, right? So then I didn't give her the shirt until, the Vegas meetup that happened earlier this year in April.
Yeah,
So, it took a very long time, and it's not just me, it's everyone that has been working with Teespring.
yeah,
It's because they have, like, specific, like, I think it's like a milestone that they need to hit in order for them to ship out their stuff. So
yeah.
now
Like a
that
quota.
they yeah. So now that Ripa and Ripa Sen and with the whole Eric July stuff, like now we can use him. And so like I hope that like the bigger creators like Gary, Mahler, whoever, Az or whatever, right? They can use him for merch and stuff like that. And I heard it's better quality. You can wash the shirts multiple times and stuff like that, so which is actually pretty cool. And I can't show any of it is because StreamYard's being a piece of shit. So,
Ah.
all right. So, now, I do want to talk about the whole thing with Emeru. I think that's
Yes.
probably the biggest thing that happened for this entire week. And I can't, like I said, I can't show any of this. I basically have it like I'm trying to add it to the stage, but it's not working. So let's go and just talk about it. So late yesterday, when I was streaming, I saw that a post that got posted up on X, and it basically showed Emeru. And if you guys don't know who she is, she's part of OTK. She had a podcast with Tectone and Asmongold called Steak and Eggs. She's very popular creator, pretty big, and she's also a cosplayer as well. She goes to a lot of these conventions. And yesterday, during one of her meet and greets, there's a dude that basically like walked by and basically grabbed her and kissed her, or at least tried to kiss her.
Yeah, try to kiss her.
Yeah.
Try to kiss her. She was standing. It was a meet and greet, right? They were like little dividers between people that were waiting in line. There was like Twitch security by the gate, and then she had her personal security, right? And she was standing by a table, right? And she was just kind of standing there talking to some people. This guy just like goes in, immediately goes to her, grabs her and then tries to kiss her, like forcibly kiss her. And the Twitch security guards just did nothing. I guess they were joking around doing something else. I guess that's what I read. It was her personal security, the one that interceded and stopped this guy from actually like sexually assaulting her.
Yeah. Yeah, so I saw that yesterday and I reacted to it. I'm like, what the heck is happening, right? Now here's the thing. So the person that did that, yeah, it's her own personal security guard. But like it took him a little bit to sort of get up to her, is because like
Yeah.
I guess typically you want to give space for the meet and greet. And then afterwards, her manager, which she said her name, Melissa, basically comes in and sort of comforts her and stuff like that. And what makes matters worse is that they kicked them out, but they kicked them out of the area. So there's actually videos online which I can't show because Twitch is not Twitch, StreamYard's being a piece of crap. There are actually 2 to 3 other videos where you see the guy leaving the venue.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't escorted out by security guard or anything like that. He wasn't arrested or anything like that. People see him just leave by himself. So that was crazy. The person who's basically sexually assaulted her, right? And late last night, Twitch posted a statement, not an apology, but a statement, and said, the safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. Behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. Now, according to what I heard, the reason why Twitch, the official post on Twitch, did not mention Emeru by name is because they don't want they don't want this thing to be in the SEO, which is the search engine basically optimization. They don't want it to be known. So that's the reason why they didn't even say her name. So in line with the existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event securities were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. That is untrue. So I watched Emeru's live stream earlier today. This is basically like the day after of this incident. And she said this is completely a lie. They didn't have what's it called again? Maybe they had blocked the individual from returning to the premises, but they did not ban this person indefinitely from Twitch. So they banned this person for 30 days. So it's not a permanent ban. This is basically a suspension.
Yeah.
Right. Which is crazy. And so Emeru and her manager, Melissa, basically was like, oh, absolutely not, what's going on, right? And this is basically like the like one of the security people from like Amazon and one of the like higher ups from Twitch, right? And they decided that, hey, we're just gonna give him a 30-day temporary suspension, which is absolutely crazy for someone that's like, the thing is, she could have been stabbed. It could have been a knife or whatever and stuff like that. And I've seen multiple videos of people just going into TwitchCon without getting checked. Yeah. Like I've seen like several videos on that, which is wild. So
or without their like little thing working and scanning, they just let them in anyway.
Yeah. Oh man. So is it that basically we are coordinating and the impacted creators team, and per our standard protocols continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. So there wasn't any law enforcement there. That person was let go immediately, but they are Emeru is seeking what's it called again? Legal action. She's going to be suing this dude. And I think that she should also, in my opinion, sue Twitch and Dan Clancy and Amazon for negligence. I think that if you are obligated, remember, this is an obligation. She had an event going on, and Twitch is like, okay, you're going to have a big event going on. But in order for you to do this event, you have to have a meet and greet. And there's a video of Cinna, which is one of the people from her sphere, Extra Emily, who's also part of OTK. And she said that I kept my meet and greet because I wanted to keep my show. It was an obligation. And Cinna was like, I don't think I can do that, right? And thing is, last year, because this is not the first time this has happened, right? Last year, I believe there was NMP, LOL, and another person that also got sexually assaulted. But these two guys are dudes. They're dudes. This guy came up to Nick, which is NMP LOL, and licked his nipple.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Yeah. So has been going on for a long time now. So this is absolutely wild. And if you didn't know, 2 years ago, Emiru had like another security guard with her, and that person was basically like helping her, and it was one of her favorite bodyguards. And there's a stalker that was stalking her, and then security guy found out and basically held him until the police came. And this was in Vegas when this whole TwitchCon thing happened, right? Or that this convention. I'm not sure if it's TwitchCon, but he grabbed the guy, didn't hurt him, and waited until the police came to confront that guy. That guy has been permanently banned from venues.
Oh,
yeah. So he was banned from doing his job.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have a lot of questions about that too, but it's absolutely crazy because just let me just kind of dissect it a little bit. So one, the bodyguard, kind of my question the question that's come to me is what type of contract did they have in terms of bringing your own security? And I say that because generally security has 3 different levels. One level security is you're there as a presence, you talk to people, you get them to hold off, but you're not hands-on, right? So it's possible the contract say you can have your security, but they cannot be hands-on. Level 2 is they can be hands-on, so they can tackle people, they can touch people, they can hold people down, right? They could do that. And level 3 is carry a gun, right? So I think like my first question that I would want to know is, did the contract that she had with Twitch, right, or the contract that allows them to bring their own security, did they specify this is the type of level that they need to be, right? That would be my first question. I would assume it should be at least a level 2, but that's what makes sense to me, right? Because you're protecting people, and that's if they get hurt, that's you on the line. So that makes more sense. But that would be my first question: is whether any restraints and limitations. The other part on what happened to her most recently, there can be 2 ways that it can go about. One would be a criminal. In that situation, then the state will need to determine if they want to prosecute against them, right? Because touching somebody like that, it's still battery, right? You're still committing an assault, you're still committing battery, you're still putting somebody in fear, right? Depending on the state that you're in, you need either pain or fear in order to meet that, right? So if, say for example, Phil, I came up to you and I patted you in the back, right? Some states that that's enough, in some states that's not, because it needs to either have pain or fear, right? But I think that means the criteria of the fear situation, if they had that criteria for that, and then it depends on whether or not the state is actually going to do something about it, right? And some states have stalking statutes, they have harassment statutes. Not all states do. Some are more comprehensive than others. So that's also something to keep in mind as well for her. And then the second route that she could go would be in a civil lawsuit, right? Which would be probably for emotional distress type of damages. I think you're right. I think it makes sense that she sue Twitch and she sued Amazon because they were supposed to guarantee her safety, and they didn't.
Yeah. Okay, so I just Googled it. In California, sexual assault encompasses a wide array of sexual criminal acts. This includes forcible, unwanted touching, such as kissing, groping another person's groin, or his or her pants. So that's in California. So this could be like, in California, this could be considered sexual assault, right? Because I mentioned it yesterday when I first reacted to it. I'm like, this has to be sexual assault. Some people are like, well, it really depends on what state you're in.
Yeah, it depends on the state. It really depends on the state. That's why I'm always gonna say like it depends, because it depends on the state. Some states are they protect their people more than others.
Yeah. And then in some other cases, if it's like non-consensual kissing, it's like, oh, I'm gonna lean in for a kiss versus I'm gonna hold you down and
Yeah.
push my face onto your face. That's different. And this is all caught on
Yeah.
camera, mind you. Now,
Yeah.
the reason why Twitch has gone ahead and made this statement, right? Basically said we have increased security at the meet and greet attendee checkpoint, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate plus ones as the remainder of the event. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety of security in our of our community. Well, that's absolutely a lie because NMP Law and another guy basically got sexually assaulted last year. And these are
Yeah.
big creators, right? NMP Law is not a small content creator, Nick. Like he knows he streams and he knows OTK people. I'm not sure if he's in OTK, but he knows Asmongold, Esfan, Emeru. They're all a part of the same group. So imagine the smaller Twitch streamers, right? The smaller meet and greets, the smaller content creators. They don't have the amount of money that Emeru or any of these people would have, right? Emeru did say that earlier on her Twitch video when she live streamed that she spent $10,000 just for security.
Oh my
So
God.
that's a
Wow.
lot of money. So let's say if like for someone like me or someone smaller, like that doesn't have it that kind of money, right? So yeah, so over here, so it's not with the 9mm 2011. It's like the problem in California isn't the police, but the city and district attorneys that make the call to prosecute, then the judges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
why I said if the prosecutor decides to take it, because even if you might have a good case, the prosecutor might just refuse outright to do it, which is
yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so of course that's a lie, and then we have what Twitch said that is, and the crazy thing is that Emmy made a follow up tweet earlier today. It's a very long one, basically calling
Yes.
out Twitch, saying that they're blatantly lying, and how like her bodyguard was basically banned for holding the stalkers down at the past Twitch cons, and then basically said, my friend who was present told me that Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened. Immediately started laughing and moving on to talk about other stuff. In Twitch's statement, said that the guy immediately caught, detained. I'm sorry, but that was a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened was because of my manager pressing on. And the reason why Twitch made that statement is because it was caught on
Of
video.
Of course it did. And the fact is, like, if you are a streamer, particularly a girl streamer, this is going to be very prevalent. I know they do. They're really big. But they're really great headphones, and particularly for gaming. So that sounds amazing. Okay, but what I was saying is, it's particularly true if you're a female streamer, you are going to be harassed, right? And I know that it has happened to a lot of female streamers, myself included. And I know one of the things that I've talked about before, way before, was that I actually had to have harassment restraining order against somebody because they had this whole plan that they were gonna come and kill me, and I had the proof and everything. And thankfully, the Minnesota police department where I live, because I don't live in, I don't. Police is not great in my opinion, but they took it really seriously. This person didn't live in Minnesota, but they went and reached out directly. They had the police in that other state reach out directly, so they interfered. They were calling me. They were making sure I was safe the entire time. They even, like, the police department even, like, went to, like, my streams to make sure that this person wasn't showing up or everything. They went above and beyond what they needed to do. And I'm so thankful for that, right? But it's really hard to get a harassment restraining order. It particularly also depends on the state that you're in, right? But I had help. In Minnesota, they have somebody that helps people do it, like, for free. So somebody helped me get through all of that stuff. But not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of states have that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. It's like,
It was
and that's the reason.
insane.
and that's the reason why, like, even when it comes down to like these like regular meet and greets, is like I think that like even if you're a small streamer and stuff like that, there are people who have parasocial relationships with these streamers, right? It's
Yeah.
like especially like most recently, right? I'm not sure, Sebi, I'm not sure if you heard about this, but there was a South Korean streamer that basically she got murdered by a 50-year-old guy that basically donated almost $70,000 to her.
Oh my
And like
god.
they didn't, I guess like he was demanding a bunch of stuff from her because, hey, I gave you a crap ton of money. I deserve your time. I deserve
Hmm.
everything. And some people are so parasocial that they would like if they see you with another man, like they get furious, right? Hey, I'm gonna tier 3 sub to you on Twitch, when are
Yeah.
you gonna suck my dick? It's like it's literally those type of people, and they're
Mhm.
freaking crazy. And of course, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that, will legitimately stalk people, go after, break into their houses and stuff like that. Oh, if I can't
Yeah.
have you, nobody can. There's actually crazy people in the world.
Yeah, I mean that's somewhat similar to what happened to me, except this individual had like schizophrenia and had like other mental disabilities as well and stuff. And in his head, he had made up this whole relationship that just never existed, right? Which is like just downright scary. And so it's just scary because it happens. I mean, like look at, for example, what happened to Charlie, right? He's just out there, he's just doing his podcast, and he got attacked for that, right? So you get attacked either because people don't agree with what you're saying and they feel the need that they need to uh, intervene with your life, so you stop, right? Or
Yeah.
because they get too obsessed, right? So it's no matter what, it's very dangerous. And the fact that we put our face out there, we go out and meet people, we're putting ourselves in a very vulnerable situation as well. And the fact that Twitch doesn't even have the common decency to step up and protect content creators is insane too.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, the fact that you have Dan Clancy, like last night when that all happened, like he was basically out there partying with a bunch of people. You guys don't know who Dan Clancy is? Basically, the CEO of
Yeah.
Twitch and stuff like that. And even Asmongold, he talked about it earlier today, and he warned that something like this might happen. And it's
He
not on,
did.
and
He
it's
did.
not
I
because
saw
of the whole
that.
Charlie Kirk thing. There are
Yeah.
people. And there's an article that actually went out, right? It says Asmongold warns women not to attend TwitchCon and slams Twitch CEO over safety concerns. And this
Yeah.
is not on the tailcoat of what happened with Charlie Kirk or something like that, right? You have what's called Valkyrae, we have Cutie Cinderella, and even Hassan Piker. They're like, oh, we go to
Yeah.
TwitchCon every year. We're not going anymore. It's not because of what happened with Charlie Kirk. It's just anything can happen because there are crazy people out there, especially with the whole Twitch security and stuff like that. And it's absolutely insane that this happened. So
It is. It is. It's absolutely crazy, and it's just so unfortunate that it happened to her. Like I remember when it happened to that female in Japan. Do you remember that?
yes, I remember
That
that.
was
Yeah.
so scary too. That was absolutely terrifying as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so let's say if you were Emaru, all right, for of course, this is just like just as an observation. What would you think her next steps are? Like, of course, like being contractually obligated to work at TwitchCon if you want her event to go on, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like terms of service or something like that, TOS, that she signed when she became partnered with that. Is like, hey, you can't
Yeah.
sue the company you're working for. Like, I'm wondering, like, what are her legal avenues for her, if she wants to do anything against, Twitch and Amazon. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just wondering how that would work.
I think there's going to be two questions that she's going to have to really think about. One is, does she want to continue that partnership? Right? Because sometimes relationships degrade so much and to such extent that you just can't keep doing it, period.
Mhm.
And she has enough of a following that if she were to move to Kick or like YouTube exclusively, I think that she would be fine doing that as well, right? Uh, and then the second one would be you have to really look at the contract that she signed with Twitch, particularly to see what she could do. I mean, you could definitely sue somebody if you're still working with them. It's just not the best because it puts you in a very, very awkward situation because they're holding the paycheck, right?
Yeah.
On that as well. I think the best thing for her, if I was her, what I would do is I would cut ties with Twitch. I would read a contract to see if I can cut ties early and for what reason. Usually it's for cause. I don't know if it has that provision or not because I have not read the contract, but generally a lot of contracts have you can terminate early for cause, right? And I think this would qualify as cause. And at that point, I would start a civil lawsuit and I would start publicly speaking out about that and informing people about the lawsuit and what happened and why I decided to move. That's what I would do if I was her, because I think that no matter what, safety is paramount, not just for her, but for everybody else. And by bringing a lawsuit, by bringing it in the public eye, she's putting the pressure to make sure that other content creators are safe in the future as well.
Yeah. Like she mentioned in her video earlier today when she was live, she said that like she's worried about younger content creators, people who are like smaller than her that doesn't have the funds and the resources to get security guards and bodyguards and stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that she like Twitch told her that she's like one of the 5th popular what's it called, streamers that's going to be at TwitchCon. So the fact that she's already spending tens of thousands of dollars to fly her security team, right? To house them, to feed them, because she's paying for everything. So like imagine people who don't have that kind of access to that resource.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I don't think she needs to stay with Twitch. I mean, other people are not going to be as fortunate as her, like you said, because they don't have the money to spend on security. Security can be really, really expensive. Because again, like you're looking at, are they going to be a level 1, a level 2, or level 3? You have to build a relationship with them. You want to have somebody that's actually trained in security and they can handle the crowd, and can help with that for sure. I think she needs to cut ties, move on, and be very vocal about it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Let's see. Let's see. Justin Martin's with the 5. I'm learning so much with Sevvy here. This is a nice change of pace. Yeah, you guys don't learn anything from me. You guys don't learn anything from me. It's just how to be more degenerate, maybe. How to be more of a gooner. But yeah, but thank you. Yeah, see, from time to time we have smart people that comes on and basically show the world how dumb I am. So
if it makes you feel better, I'm smart about some things and a big idiot about other things. So, for example, I was playing Battlefield earlier and we were getting massacred. And one of the people I was with said, "Okay, like we're not making any movement. We're just getting killed. We're not being able to do anything." So I said, "Oh, maybe we're fighting, or maybe we were like fighting against those Australian kangaroos or something in that war." And everybody started laughing at me. They were like, "They're not kangaroos, they're emus, they're birds." So it makes you feel better. I'm really smart about some things and a complete idiot about others.
Thank you so much, Justin Martins, for the 5. And Sausage Man with the 5. Oh my god. For the record, it was not sexual assault when I did it. Phil chose that route in the game.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Did you select drop pants also in that game? Did you select the option where you were talking to one of them? Just drop it. You did, didn't you? Just look at your face. Like a
oh no, okay, here it is. Here. All right. Listen. All right. So here's the thing. In the beginning of those streams, I would ask chat what they wanted me to do. All right. And all of them was drop pants. All of them drop pants. I was like, this is my first playthrough. I was like, I don't want to drop pants. I don't want to scare her away. Right? I think she's very cute. Right? No. They're like, no, the chat has voted drop pants.
Oh no.
They dropped pants and the girl immediately just ran away.
She just bolted. Oh.
No. So, all right. So thank you, Sausage Man, for the 5. All right. And the reason why Sausage Man was a thing is because there is a gay path
Yeah.
Or yeah. So yeah. So that was not what's it called again? My first option, but I wanted the 100% the game. Okay. But thank you. 21 Palica with the membership, and thank you, 21 Palica with another membership. And Psychotic Mongoose, thank you so much for the memberships. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Mitchell Fields with the 2 says drop pants tax. Look, there's none of that here. There's no drop pants tax. There's no Blair White or food attacks. And there definitely is no Whoopi Goldberg tax here. Okay. So none of that. Okay. But thank you for that. I really appreciate it. That's how Phil greets people, most people in real life too.
Oh.
No, if I did that, they'll just laugh and throw garbage at me. All right. Even X-Ray chose drop pants when she played it.
Oh,
well, everything is drop pants now. I'm lying, Phil. Oh my god. Oh man. All right. We're gonna talk about our next topic, but we can't really see what's it called again, that kind of stuff. But I do want to share. So since we can't post, I can't add it to the stage. I'm just gonna share it in private chat with Madam Sevvy. What's it called again? Now, Sevvy, what you think about this? The link that I just sent you.
Oh my god, they're fucking retarded. So if you guys, oh my god, it's just okay. I saw this and I laughed because I was like, some people have way too much fucking time in their life and they need to like figure shit out. So Kim Kardashian Skims, which is her corporation where she has like underwear and like bathing suit stuff or shapewear, whatever it is. I have no idea. Decided to start selling underwear with fur or fake hair, like down there. And if you didn't know, like I think like a couple of months ago or maybe last year, I have no idea. She decided to have the bra with the nipple showing.
I didn't even see that one.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Let me look this up. Skims.
Yeah, nipple bra. Yeah, because when that came out, I was like, "What the fuck are you smoking?" Like, either you wear a bra or you don't. But if you wear a bra, why do you want everybody to like see your nipple? You know, it's like, oh. But this takes a cake because this is so bad. It looks so disgusting and it's so gross. And it was like, no, why? It's so bad. See?
Okay.
What did I tell you? It's so
all
bad.
right. So the nipple bra. Look. Here's my degenerate. So in the Gooner community, those are called pokies. Okay, so basically, whenever it's that the girl's not wearing a bra and if the temperature is low, drops below a certain amount, the nipples harden up, right? And then you see pokies, right? You can see a lot of that in Friends, right? Basically, Jennifer Aniston's boobs are always, it's always cold in the room. Her nipples are always poking out, and in a way, there is a sort of like a weird like kink, right? Some guys like that kind of stuff, but like for me, I'm trying to understand here. All right, here's the thing. Like there are some people out there that like maybe they don't have the opportunity to have pokies. Maybe their nipples are too big or something like that. I don't know what it is, okay? But the bush thing is out of control.
That is gross. That is way, way gross. Like I understand the bra nipple way more than I do this because that is disgusting. That is like a full like bear just like decided to lie there.
Okay, so this one I'm not sharing I'm not presenting the other thing. I'm sharing an image. Okay, so I have to download this. So this is actually permanently on my computer until I delete it. So the thing is, this is what it is. Basically,
this is retarded.
This is stupid.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, and I guarantee these are not cheap either.
They're probably not. Probably not. Do they say what they are in the? No, it just says the ultimate bush.
The ultimate bush. Okay, so how much are these bras? Okay, the
Oh my
ultimate.
god! Somebody took a screenshot of it from the website, and it's low stock. So people are like already bought this shit, dude. Okay,
Okay,
according to the screenshots in Twitter, they were like $32 for it.
okay. So the bra is
Uh,
$68. That's as much as like a Victoria's Secret bra.
yeah,
The last time I heard. Okay, but the fact that they are low on the bush underwear. Now,
yeah. It says low stock.
who's buying these?
Weirdos.
That's crazy. Might as well look. You it's sort of like, like what look, I understand. It's sort of like when old people see like younger kids dyeing their hair like gray or like silver. It's like, why don't you just wait? Right. And then you see, and
Yeah.
then us like seeing people buying, what's it called again? Bras that have their, that have the pokies out, that has the like shows the nipple. Might as well, it's maybe they don't want to feel unsupported, but this one is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Right?
it's just
No
stupid.
one's gonna see this. So what you take off your, oh, let's go have coitus. You take off your pants, and then you see bush, and then you peel behind the curtain, and there's another bush there. There's two bushes. So it's just
No.
why don't you just grow it out? Right? Why don't you
It's
just
just
I don't get it.
it's gross in my
Okay.
opinion. I think it's retarded.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Okay. I said this on Geeks and Gamers Tuesday night's main event.
Yeah.
People, the question was, bush or no bush? And I responded with, pussy is pussy. So that's what I responded with, right? But is there too much bush? To be honest, most of the guys most of the regular dudes out there might not care too much. Some people do, right? It's just aesthetics, right? And stuff like that. Whether or not you want like a little landing strip, or or there's nothing, you get you're going Brazilian or whatever and stuff like that. It's just, I think this is just weird. I think this is like a weird fetish, and it's like, oh, I'm not popular right now. No one's talking about me, right? And we all know Kris Jenner is like a mastermind by exploiting their children, right? Kris Jenner was the sole benefactor for them releasing the sex tape with Ray J.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She was the one that's like, do it. Now she's famous, right? All right, cool. And it's just, I just think this is weird. Like, she probably, like, no one's talking about me anymore. I'm gonna release some cringe thing on the internet, and now people's talking. Look, they're all talking about me now. I'm in a zeitgeist. I'm trending. But yeah, this is weird. Now here's the thing, though.
This is weird.
Yeah. I will respect it more if they make it like really long as well.
Oh no. That is just weird. That is just so weird. Like no matter what, it's just weird.
Look, just picture this. You see like you're about to hook up with a girl or something like that, and then she takes off her pants, and then you see like a giant like Asian beard sticking out from the side.
Oh no. It's just so weird.
I'm sorry. Sevvy's not gonna come back anymore. See, I tricked her the first time. We're basically very like, PC. We're very respectful. And then once we got him, we bring him back, and eventually just becomes a shit show. Yeah, this is probably Sevvy's last time coming back to the show. All right. Or they braid it. Yeah, if they're Vikings, probably. Maybe. They might have cornrows.
Oh no.
For me, if I have like a massive bush, I'll put gel on it, and it's gonna be super spiky. Right? Because like, the curtains got to match the drape in size and in length, chat. So it's just oh man.
That's weird.
Yeah, Sevvy isn't the only one who won't be coming back. Yeah, chat's leaving. Yeah, everyone's yeah. Yeah, that's everyone's leaving. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I just don't think that the fact that you told me that it was low on stock is just the crazy thing.
I know. That's
Yeah.
crazy. There's a lot of
Uh
weird people out there.
yeah. See. Sausage Man with the 100% the game my ass. You saved the best for last. I was trying to 100% the game. I think I got like 87 because like there's
Yeah.
some of them like you need to like you have to get all the secret items and you have to unlock all of the secret like endings. Like there's like one of them like you go to the beach and stuff like that. So there's a
Oh,
lot of
that's
them.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Nagranov with the 5. Yeah, but Whoopi Goldberg tax though. No. No.
Too
I,
late.
all right. I don't care if I don't think she was ever hot, even when she was young. All right. So absolutely not. All right. Absolutely not. But thank you for the 5. Mitchell Fields with the 2. This is a good gag gift for a girlfriend. Okay. Sevvy, let's say your significant other bought this for you for April Fools.
Yeah.
Would you like it?
No.
There it is. There it is. You heard it here. You heard it here. All right. It's that. I think that's weird. Okay. I think this is one of the weirdest things that like people will buy, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about I want to talk about our next topic here. So, have you been playing Pokemon?
I have not. I have not. I got gifted one of the Pokemon games. But I haven't played it yet.
You haven't played it yet? So do you have a Switch too? Or you can
Yeah.
play with Switch 1, right? So you
Yeah,
have
but I also
Legend
have
ZA.
yeah, but I haven't played it yet. I got it gifted.
Ah, okay. Are you a big Pokemon fan?
More of the older games.
Okay.
So Ruby, I didn't like any of the new ones that they did. I didn't like how they changed things.
Okay.
Just made it a little bit too complicated for me.
All right. So now the reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm just gonna pull up an image just because it's still not working. But Pokemon Legend ZA, I guess according to a couple of news outlets saying that it's being review bombed. So I have seen a couple of gameplay and I'm only comparing it to Power World, right? And even Legends of Arceus. Have you played Legends of Arceus?
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
I did. I did like it. I didn't. I actually did enjoy it. Again, like it's not like if I were to kind of rate them, I wouldn't put it at the top, but it was still enjoyable. They were just I didn't like. Oh, just trying to remember. Like it was the one that came second to last, or are you talking about the one that came last? Not this one, but the last one.
So Legends of Arceus is the one where like it's like open world. You can fly around.
Okay.
It feels like you're in like a feudal Japan kind of a
Okay.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So not the one that I was thinking about. Okay, that one I didn't particularly like as much.
Okay.
Because I always got lost, and it was really always hard to kind of find back to like travel back, and then you had to travel back to only one spawn point, and then you had to walk forever. So that just drew me. Maybe there were more spawn points later down the line that I just never got to. So I found that to be frustrating. Like if I see that there are spawn points that I can get to, instead of having to travel the entire like forest part of it and then get lost in it, I think that's the part that I didn't like. So I stopped playing it at that point because I was like, it's too much, and then having to go back to camp to heal and then having to walk all over again was frustrating.
Okay. So I think overall, I think for me at least, I thought Legends of Arceus was a very different take on traditional Pokemon, right? Like you could you can actually get attacked by the Pokemon, you can actually die and faint and stuff like that. And there are like alpha versions of it, and you can catch a shinies and you hear the sparkly shinies and stuff like that. I thought it was a very good take. And then you have Power World that came out not too long afterwards, which I really enjoyed Power World for what it was, and I thought that it was really cool. And of course, the whole lawsuit thing that happened with
With
what's it
Power.
called again? Yeah, the whole lawsuit that happened with Pocket Pair. I just think it was bad with that. But the thing is, I don't think that this game is holding up to from what I've gathered, right? Based off of the gameplay that I've seen from people and a couple of people that's it sort of looks boring. It looks lackluster, and I think the reason why, well, we all know the reason why. The reason why Pokemon Company and Nintendo started to sue Pocket Pair and Power World was because they want to be they want to be complacent.
Yeah.
They don't want to continue being who making new shit and breaking, ground or anything like that. And it just wasn't good at all. So, according to this article, it says Legends ZA is being review bombed, which has dragged down its user score significantly. Legends ZA is the latest entry to a long running Pokemon franchise and has earned mostly positive reviews from critics, while it hasn't scored quite as high as a groundbreaking in Legends Arceus or Legends ZA reviews has been a lot stronger than Scarlet and Violet, which stands to be the lowest games in the series. So currently, on Metacritic, it is looking pretty bad in terms. It has 41. It's not 41. 4.1 out of 10 for a user review. So I think that's pretty awful in terms of what it is. But I don't know, man. Like, do you think that Nintendo is just like, hey, we're Nintendo, we're a Pokemon company. We basically made this genre popular, so we're gonna turn out crap and people are gonna buy it. That now,
Yeah.
do you think that
I,
that's
I
their mindset?
I think that is their mindset. I think a lot of companies have that mindset. Like for
Mhm,
example, Xbox, right? Particularly too with their new handheld device, right? That they're charging an arm and a leg for because they said like because a lot of places, or even say for example Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed,
mhm,
they have this mentality that people are gonna stay loyal to their brand, because they have played it for so long. But that's
mhm,
really not how it works out at all. Right. So I think Nintendo just assumes because they have created their own niche. They have the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, that, have a have a set foothold, a more stable foothold compared to say Xbox, right?
mhm,
Well, PlayStation seems to be doing okay, but Xbox seems to be rocky right now. And they're gonna assume that people are going to buy the game anyway. So they have that assumption with Pokemon, and they have that assumption with Zelda games as well,
mhm,
because they're exclusive to Nintendo. So they're gonna assume that people are going to buy it no matter what, and they're gonna stay with the brand no matter what. That's why Nintendo has been very protective of everything that has to do with Nintendo. They have gone out and sued small companies that make emulators to play Nintendo games, which is
mhm,
crazy if you think about it, because they're going after people who don't have a lot of money, just because they're really proactive about their brand and making sure that their brand stays their brand. So, but they're going against emulators because they don't want to share that money, or or part of that pie with anybody else. And they're gonna do the same thing like what they did with Pal World. Like they had something like 15 different patents in Japan, and some of those patents were waking up. So they had a patent about the laying down on the bed and then waking up. And then their argument was, well, that's now a Nintendo patent. You can't have it in any other game. Other games have that all the time. Like
yeah,
Minecraft, everybody has it. Then they had other patents about like how you throw the ball, what the ball looks like, the fact that there is a creature coming out of the ball, the fact that you can ride a creature, right? The
mhm,
fact that a creature engages in a fight with the other creature. So they had a lot of different patents, and some of them make no sense whatsoever, right? And only a few ended up being more uh, holding, like I guess sticking around. That was the one about writing the creatures, for
mhm,
example, right?
yeah,
So it's just this is absolutely crazy. They're protecting their brand. I understand that, but people are not gonna stay true to it just because it's Nintendo.
Now, as legally, like given the fact that this another one they wanted to do was summoning creatures and they fight for you. So like
Yeah.
summoners from different video games and stuff like that. Like because we have stuff like Final Fantasy 14 or even other ones like I remember Blizzard removed one of their pet battles from their game just preemptively from World of Warcraft because they don't want any backlash from the Nintendo company, right? So it was something that's so like vague and is vague for a purpose, and it's supposed to be like huge like blanket to cover all of this kind of stuff. Like, can that be like thrown out? And like, let's say if like the people looking at this is like, this is stupid, right? Like every game has this. That means that you're gonna retroactively go attack all these games that has summoners and pets and stuff like that. Like, how does that work in terms of
Yeah.
legally? You know.
I mean, you might win, but you're gonna spend a huge amount of money, and
Mhm.
that's the problem, right? Because I mean, the reason why they have these patents might not be because they believe they're the only game that should have the art of waking up, right, from a bed. It's because they use it against particular companies that they feel threatened for, or they feel that are threatening Nintendo or Pokemon or one of their brands, because going through a lawsuit is really, really expensive, right? You're going to need experts. You're going to have depositions. You're going to have a lot of lawyer fees and costs that you're going to have to pay, right? It's going to get really, really expensive. And that by itself is a deterrent.
So sort of like we're not trying to like put these like crazy claims in. We want to basically like we have infinite amount of money.
Yeah.
So we have infinite money glitch, and you guys don't have that. So we're just gonna ride
Yeah.
this out because we have a lot. Oh, okay. So it's basically a battle of money.
Yeah, it is. It,
Okay.
it usually is in court. It usually is in court. It usually always ends up being, do you have enough money to defend this claim, or are we going to settle? And that's why I would say a huge majority of cases end up settling because only one party has more money than the other, right? And then you sit down and you have the cost benefit analysis, and maybe if you have insurance, insurance will pay for it, but sometimes not, right? And you have to figure out how much money are you willing to bleed and how much risk are you willing to have
Mm.
to take on, because not everybody's comfortable with risk. Some people are more comfortable, if you tell them 10% will win, 50% will win, they'll be like, let's do it, right? Some people, like, you tell them like, okay, like 80% will win, and they're like, oh, I don't think so, no,
Yeah. Okay. So they don't want to like make that risk is because it's like, how about if we don't? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
with the risk comes the money, and sometimes depending on what statute you're looking at, you will then have to pay the other side's attorney's fees and costs. And if we're talking about a lawsuit with just the other side's attorney's fees,
Mhm.
say for example, the lawsuit takes a year or 2 years, then suddenly you're on the hook for $150,000 to $200,000.
Yeah. And like the
It's
smaller
really,
the game
yeah,
like devs don't have that type of money,
yeah,
right? So it's like, oh, we either make that game, this game that we work so hard on, or we we pay and fight this in court. And the chances of us winning it is 50%. Is like
yeah,
right. So okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's always going to be a question, is are you, how willing are you going to be to pay and foot the bill, right?
Mhm.
Because it's not very common to get a contingency fee on something like that. You might get a contingency fee with an attorney on some cases,
Mhm.
but not usually.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it's like I'm learning. I'm learning too. I'm learning too, chat. Let's see. 21 Palika, thank you so much for the gift and membership. Thank you, thank you. Shout out, shout out. Thank you so much for that. And you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and follow Sevvy. Her stuff is in the link tree in the pinned comments, and it is also down in the description. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's a lot of legal knowledge that I'm learning right. Like for me, it's like I'm guessing, like, most of the time people just guess. People just it's like, "I don't know, maybe it's like this," and then but, like, learning it, like, directly from a person is different from just reading it. It's they're not sure, like, where, if they're correct or not. Sometimes the internet, they're lying and stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. Now I do wanna talk about this here, which is what's it called again? The Keira Knightley thing. Have you heard about the Keira Knightley stuff? Like, the stuff that happened
With the
earlier?
Harry Potter?
Yeah, the Harry Potter stuff, they
Yeah,
asked her
I
because she was
did.
voicing it, yeah.
Yeah, I made a video about it too because I thought the entire thing was just absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm. Okay, so, if you guys don't know, she was doing an audiobook. Keira Knightley is basically doing an audiobook, and she voices Professor Umbridge, and I guess there was a question that the interviewer asked her. Yeah, yeah. And basically, I was wondering if you're aware of that some fans are calling for a boycott given J.K. Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people. And she basically says, "I was unaware, no." And I'm very sorry. And she did that like sort of like laugh, like like
Yeah.
we know she knows. I think that she knows, but she just like not, I don't know anything about it. She says that we're all living a different life and in a different period of time right now. We're all going through, have to figure out how to live together, aren't we? And all we've got is very different opinions. Is okay. So I hope that we can all find respect for one another.
Yeah.
And I guess people started hating on her for it because of what she said. Is because it's a very, like, good way to just, like, brush it off. I don't wanna talk about this, right? Like, "Yeah, just live together, sure, whatever." She doesn't wanna address it and stuff like that. But, so you said you made a video on it. So, what are your thoughts on, like, people giving her hate? Because I did see people who are like, "I hated this bitch to begin with. I don't like her. Let's cancel her," and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think that those people are being retarded, honestly, because I mean, she gave a very neutral response. She very clearly didn't want to get involved with it, and her response was just leave people alone. They're gonna have a different perspective on what you have to say. And the other individual that was there with her, I forget his name. I think it's Scott something. I can't remember what his name was. He said, you know, just because you think somebody else is that obnoxious voice doesn't mean that your voice is not bound to be obnoxious by other people, right?
Mhm,
And it's getting to the point, I think, right now where those individuals, we know for a fact they're trying to cancel people. They're trying to engage in cancel culture, but they're calling out, you know, to beat up other people or to go and um Minecraft other people, right? And
mhm,
it's getting to the point where like people need to just grow up and be an adult, right? You're never gonna have other people agree with you. Just move on, right? Just like look, they are in their own right to not agree with you. You can't force them to agree with you. And
mhm.
engaging in threatened behavior is not gonna be that way.
Yep. I think, most of these people, yeah, like someone in the chat says, like, "You have to pick a side." And you can't give a neutral, no, nothing answer. We want you to legit pick a side right now, or we're gonna get mad. And you better pick our side, or we're gonna cancel you. It's
Yeah.
basically like that, right? And
Hmm.
of course, I do have like I can show this to you via what's it called again? I can show this to you. I think it's from this. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'll go ahead and read that off so you can take a look at that too. But that's basically I guess you would say a bunch of people from Blue Sky, of course, out of all
Of
places,
course, Blue Sky. I mean,
basically
come on.
complaining about her, right? And so I'll go ahead and read all of these. It's like one of them says possibly one of, if not the worst response I've seen from anyone involved with the Harry Potter franchise. What the fuck was that laugh about? We're all we all have to live and learn together, meaning learn to live together with a bigot, the one who is actively trying to make it impossible for a whole group of people to live. That's who she thinks we need to learn to live together with. Talk about paradox of tolerance. It's funny that them spewing about tolerance and they're the one who's actually issuing death threats and you know
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. Another one says, "This is so much worse than I thought it would be." The laugh. Wow, what the fuck? What kind of cis white privilege bullshit is that? Fuck off. Get in, loser. We're canceling Keira Knightley. I don't think she
Wow.
cares. I don't think she
No,
cares about any of that.
I don't think so. And obviously, I don't think that's going to work either. It's just like with the whole boycott against Hogwarts Legacy 2, Hogwarts Legacy 1, right? Because now they're saying like there were a couple articles, I think it was by Game Radar, who said, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to flop. Everybody's going to boycott it. It's going to be as bad as Hogwarts Legacy 1. It's like, dude, where were you? Did you see the success that Hogwarts Legacy 1 had? This is not gonna work. Period. Harry Potter is much bigger than that, and so it's just the whole thing is just retarded. J.K. Rowling just she's a very left leaning individual, except for this one item, and the fact that you can mark somebody that's supposedly on your side just very quickly dismissed like that just because she doesn't agree with one small thing that you believe in is absolutely ridiculous. And then they wonder why the left is losing steam, why the left is not progressing, why they can't get anything passed.
Yeah, and what makes matters worse, I think, like, okay, I played the game. I'm not sure if you played it, but I
Yeah,
played the game. I beat the game. I overall I thought it was a pretty good game. The worst part of it is the story. I think the story is the weakest. I
yeah,
think I think Rancock is probably a really his name is Ranrock, but like he's just a
yeah,
really bad, not good bad guy, right? But overall, the side characters like Sebastian and the
yeah,
blind dude and stuff like that, and traversal music, I think how the game looks overall is really good. You do have that one tavern wench that's like maybe
yeah,
trans, probably not, and I heard that they were forced to put that in there. I'm not sure if that's
yeah,
true, but overall the game was pretty good. But given the fact that people wanted to boycott this, caused a Streisand effect, like
yeah,
what is that? Why are people canceling it, right? And then the fact that it sold 35 million
yeah,
copies. That's a lot.
yeah,
It's a $1 billion IP now. They're
yeah.
not gonna stop, right?
No, they're not. Harry Potter has done amazingly well. I mean, you look at the books, look at the movies. I mean, I know J.K. Rowling got heat for Dumbledore being gay, and there was another movement to get her canceled because Dumbledore was gay, and it's like it didn't come out really. I mean, like she talked about it because she had it on her website. Which is no longer there. She had like clues about like Harry Potter world. In one of the letters that you could get access to, it talked about Dumbledore being gay, and it talked about his relationship to forgetting the guy's name who also stole the Elder Wand. I forgot that he had to have the duel,
Grindelwald.
and yeah, and the reasons why the duel was so hard for him, which makes sense, right? So it's more like lore setting for that, but it didn't make a pivotal role on that. And people were mad. They were like, "Oh, you should have come out and said he was gay from the get go. Why are you hiding this? Why are you like?" Or like, So it's like, oh my god, it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But no matter what, the books are great. I love some movies more than the others, but I reread those books all the time. Like I'm currently rereading The Prisoner of Azkaban,
Mhm.
because I enjoy the books. I like the game. I mean, I agree with you that the plot by itself was just kind of like but everything else made it so much worthwhile.
Yeah. Oh man. It's just the thing is that J.K. Rowling is like she doesn't really care too much about this kind of stuff, when people give her death
Yeah.
threats and stuff like that. And of course she made a statement uh about what's it called, Emma Watson, right? Emma Watson
Oh
was on a
yeah, I
podcast,
laughed
right?
so hard, but I
Right.
think she's also right with that.
Yeah. It's just like yeah, she was on a podcast and she said, "Oh, like, I forgot what she said, but she's like, "Oh, like I, I still, like respect her or whatever it was, right?" And then people started giving her shit and then she wrote like a fucking like
Yeah,
massive like burn. And it's like given all that time where at the peak of my cancellation, they're trying to like cancel me. They're trying to say that I should get raped and tortured and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. And you're like, hey, you have contact with J.K. Rowling. Here's a handwritten note here's a handwritten note. Can you give it to her? And she's like, you have my number. Just call me, right? And she's
Yeah.
like, you're ignorant of being ignorant. It's just like, holy
Yeah.
shit,
But I
completely
mean,
torture.
it is true though, because Emma Watson was very, very sheltered. She was
Oh
very,
yeah,
very
she was
young.
rich. Yeah.
She had no idea really what was going on. And one of the things you learn through growing up is that everybody always has an agenda. So if you look at news media, like you look at CNN, look at New York Times, look at MSN, right? Look at Fox. I mean, you can look at any type of news media that you want. Everybody always has some type of agenda, and that agenda is to sell. They're trying to get money. They get money by more people tuning into them, and they're trying to cater to a particular group. And only two emotions get people to move and react and be more like glued into whatever they're reading or watching:
Mhm.
anger and fear. So they're going to use anger and fear to try and get more views, right? And it's just the same thing of what they're doing. It was just like sometimes I just really wonder about our news media, because when they're calling for cancel culture, when they're calling for when they're going against Keira Knightley, J.K. Rowling, things like that, it's all based on anger. It's all based on fear. And sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, with the whole Ebola thing, when it happened a few years back, where during the presidential campaign, they were trying to say, hey, choose this president. No, choose this president because they're going to save us from Ebola. And by the way, Ebola has no cure. And if you get Ebola, you'll be screwed. But let me tell you all the different ways you can die from Ebola. And then the presidential race concluded, somebody won, and then Ebola disappeared completely. It's still out there. We're still alive, but it disappeared from public media for that reason, right? Because they didn't need that anymore because the presidential election already happened. It's the same thing that happened with COVID, right? It's just the same thing that happened with Russia and the whole shebang that they were pushing. Anger and fear. And they have this belief that we're retarded little sheep. Some people are, but not everybody is, right? And we can think for ourselves. And it's just absolutely retarded, and it's sad to see sheep like that acting like that, and then going, making those statements because they're just sheep. They're not thinking by themselves.
Yeah. It's like, don't believe your lying eyes, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, believe what we're telling you, right? And the fact that you even have, was it Malcolm X, right? I'm not sure what he said, but I'm paraphrasing it here. But he basically said like that the worst thing is like the media, the news is like the worst thing, right? So having media have all this control is like, hey, yeah, you see people going out there and don't go out there. COVID's gonna get you. Don't go out there. Don't go out there unless you're protesting.
Yeah.
And you're fighting for BLM, then go ahead, right? And like barely any of them were wearing any masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or if you're rioting and looting and stealing, go ahead and go out there. You're exempt from the whole COVID lockdown bullshit.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And I mean, like on the other hand, you also had people saying, like if you're going to a Bible study, then it's okay for you to go and be in a group, right? So it's like it goes both ways. But I'll say this: one and only one takes it way too to a extreme radical push, and it's not us. Just saying, it's not us.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when they said that, oh, there's going to be a super COVID. Like, what is that? Like a combination of flu and COVID combined. There's going to be a super COVID. Go get your shots now, right? It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Crazy.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane. And, that time brought a lot of really interesting cases to my doorstep because you had a lot of freedom of speech and freedom of religion arguments regarding COVID, and a lot of people lost their jobs because of that. And there was a lot of lawsuits regarding that as well.
Yeah. I think for those lawsuits, like let's say you didn't want to take the shot, right? Yeah. You didn't want to take the COVID shot, but you're working at a government job and they forced you to take it.
They can't
Can't,
force you.
but I thought they did for like military.
Well, you have to be a conscious objector to it, and then but you have to again know that you have to be a conscious objector to it, and and then but it's a process, and then they have to determine the reasons why you're objecting to it are actually valid, which are usually religion based. So if your
Ah,
objection was based on religion, then you got a free pass. If your objection was not based on religion, then you did not.
that yeah, that's sort of sus in terms of like how they like how they
I
did it, but
know.
it's wild,
I
man.
Yeah, but like I know that generally and particularly too with the government, most government jobs are union jobs.
Mhm.
I don't have the statistics in front of me, so I do apologize. But they I think it was like 70% government jobs are union. In the private sector, it's much, much lower. I kind of want to look it up. Let me just look it up. But while
Mhm.
I look it up, so if you have a government job and you are part of a union, they have to give you something called a loudermilk hearing, which means that before they can take an action to either take your pay away or say to fire you or suspend you, they have to give you a hearing, right? And that's by law that they have to do, particularly if you're in a union. And the unions went really up in arms about that and making sure that people were able to object and didn't lose their job. And it was a really big process. BLS,
Yeah.
union statistics.
Yeah, so
Um,
imagine being so two-faced, to send JK a handwritten note so there's no proof of Emma saying, "I'm sorry for what you're going through," after making it harder for her to stage minutes earlier. Yeah, and that's the reason why, like, I'm glad that JK Rowling just basically just chewed her out because, like, yeah,
oh,
like,
oh,
you
here we
know
go.
that you are gonna get crucified by your own side is because you and the thing is that, like, when Emma Watson came out, like, when she was because she was, like, a hardcore feminist, right? She was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm all for feminism and stuff like that. I'm all for this, I'm all for that." And then people was like, what about me?" And she's like, "What about you? I'm a woman too." And it's
Yeah.
like, I guess?" It's like,
Right.
right? So she
Yeah.
got chewed up by her own side already, and then the thing is that once you apologize, once you adhere and kowtow to
Yeah.
their, crazy, deranged, reality, and you step out of line, you're basically gonna get chewed up by your own
Yeah.
side and get canceled by your own side.
So according to 2024, statistics from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2024, public sector workers, the union membership rate was 32.2%, and the private sector was 5.9%.
Mm, that's
It used to
wild.
be way, way higher than that, but definitely it's very much like most, and I would say it depends on the state as well. But some states are more union friendly than others. But yeah, it definitely became a really big issue.
Yeah. See, Mitchell Fields with the 5. Dating in 2020 was easy. My pickup line was, "I have toilet paper." Once they were at my house, I said, "It's dangerous outside. Stay here just to watch the news." Oh, thank you for the 5. See, here's the thing now, right? Like, I saw, like so do you know who Lou Rakowski is?
I don't think so.
So he's an anarchist. He does not like government and stuff like that. He's like
Okay.
and, he has this thing called, like, We Are Change, and he's a YouTuber, and he's been on, like, Tim Pool's channel and stuff like that from time to time, right? And I was so close to buying his shirt that says "Unvaccinated sperm" for, like, $8,000 or something.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit, man. See, here's the thing, like, I was ostracized. Me and my wife, we were ostracized from family gatherings, right? It's like, "Oh, your aunt is having her, 70th birthday. Oh, we're gonna have a big birthday, big celebration, a big family reunion." And then my mom's like, "Oh, but we're not gonna extend you an invite is because, you're not vaccinated." And then I'm like, it's like, and then my sister is like, "Yeah, we really did want you to come out, right? But like, you don't get the jab. You didn't get the jab yet." And then I'm like, "Bitch, I don't need it. I don't need the jab." I mean, here's the thing. I got COVID. know what happened? I just went through it. I just went through with it. It was just like the flu. That's about it.
Just like everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they didn't invite me or my wife to any family outings or whatsoever. So yeah,
Uh,
I didn't
wow.
care. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see, want to wash your hands with soap, but then you'll have to wash them twice. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. For me, yeah, unvaccinated sperm, just $3,000.
That's funny.
But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and talk about this. Like I said, the articles. Okay. Let's see if I can screen share this. Is this working?
No.
Nope, still not working. You know what? StreamYard. I'm gonna scream. I'm going to scream. All right, so we have this here. There we go. So this is an article from Comic Book Movie, and it says George Lucas says I've moved past Star Wars after Disney took it over and gave it their vision.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Well, we do know that he said that selling Star Wars to Disney is like selling your kids off to slave labor. And that's exactly what they've been doing, right? They've been basically took all your characters, all your beloved IP, the
Yeah.
characters that you've made for the past, so it's several decades, 30, 40 years now, and they completely butchered them. They ruined them. And it's not just that. So DOA, so here's the thing. So Sevvy, you know what DOA is, right? Dead or Alive, the hot characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing for them. So I have this game right over here. It's called DOA. I'm gonna remove this really quick so you can see. Venus Vacation Prism. So basically, it's basically a dating simulator with a bunch of these hot girls, right? But the director and the people that own the companies, they said that they treat their women and the characters that are in their game like their own children, right? So like they make sure that like they treat them with respect. Yeah, of course they're all like big boobs, big ass, and they're all beautiful and stuff like that, right? But they said that we treat them like children is because that's our IP. We started this from the ground and we basically built up
Yeah.
the story for all these characters. So we have to have respect and for the backstory, and this character would not do this kind of stuff, right? That's the same thing with George Lucas, but he sold it anyways, right? Of course, in
Yeah.
the beginning, he didn't think that was going to happen, but he did it anyway. So now, uh, for me, I would consider myself a normie plus when it comes to Star Wars. For you, like, did you grow up watching Star Wars, and how do you feel about this whole George Lucas thing?
I didn't really. I mean, I watched the Star Wars. I didn't really get that much into it. Rewatched it. It's interesting. First three movies, the other movies don't make a lot of sense to me. Never read the books. Never read anything other than that. So I'm not like really big into the franchise. So I'm gonna say I'm not um like obsessed with it or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I do see and I do understand why people were mad about what Disney did.
Yeah. Of course, this is just a screenshot. I can't show the article, but it says that during an interview with the Wall Street Journal, he explains why he was eager for it not to become known as the Star Wars Museum, basically one of the galleries that he had, right?
Mhm.
He basically said that the 81-year-old at least is 1 billion, put $1 billion together to put a Lucas museum of narrative art is now on track to open in Los Angeles next year. So he's super excited for that. And he quoted says it's one gallery out of 33, and I did it grudgingly. I didn't want people to come to the museum and say, "Where's the Star Wars?" Right? And addressing current state of the franchise, he has now views the world that he's created and said Disney took it over and gave it their vision. That's what happens. Of course, I've moved past it. I mean, I've got a life. I'm building a museum. A museum is harder than making movies. And I think he's saying that is because like he just doesn't want to address it anymore. Like he's like, it's already
Yeah,
been done. I can't do anything about it. I already sold it.
yeah.
No.
There's nothing that he can do about it at this point.
Yeah, it
They already
sucks.
changed everything. And according to Disney, every new thing that comes out is canon, even if it makes no sense.
Yeah. So he continued and says that the resulted in divisive movies like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. That the last year, Lucas hinted that he believed that Disney had got the trilogy wrong, and he quoted, he says, "I was one who really liked what Star Wars was, who actually knew this world because there's a lot to it. The Force,
Yeah.
for example, nobody understood the Force." When they started other ones after I sold the company, a lot of the ideas that were in the original sort of got lost, but that's the way it is. You give it up, you give it up. So you can tell like he is still mourning it, but it's like it's already dead and you cannot fix it. Is because like they said, it's already
Yeah.
canonized on anything that they're writing, anything that they're producing is all crazy
Yeah.
fringe bullshit. It's canon now.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's really bad when it comes down to like an IP. And it's not just any IP. This is just an example. Right? So, Sevvy, what's like one IP that you're like really, really into?
Harry Potter.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
So, what was your initial thoughts when they changed uh, Severus Snape to a black
Yeah.
man?
I thought that was gonna change the story. I thought that they were gonna start making everything about race, and they were gonna start injecting race instead of the story that was, because look, Snape is not a good character. He redeemed himself at the very end, but he was never a good character. He voluntarily chose to be a Death Eater and kill people, right? He hated everybody. It just so happened that he was obsessed with somebody. And I wouldn't say he was in love. He was just obsessed with Harry's mom, right? Because if he actually loved her, he would have let her go. He would have accepted her choice in men, even if it was not the best, right? And they would have
Mhm,
stayed, and then he would have done everything that he could, to make sure that she was happy. But that's not the way that he dealt with it at all. So he was not a good character, just the same as James Potter was not a good character. Harry's dad is not a great character. Harry's dad is a bully, and he bullied Snape relentlessly all the time. He makes sure to hang him upside down, by a tree. He made sure that he was always, because Harry Potter wanted to be the cool person. So he did a lot of things that that's one of the things that Harry struggled with. The fact that who he thought his dad was ended up being a bad person.
mhm,
Um, and it just so happens that they were trying to fight Voldemort, etc. Right, so that's why they were standing up for it. But no matter what, they're not really great characters. They're not good characters. And if you suddenly turn Snape to a black person, then the bullying takes on a different meaning, and then it becomes about racism.
yep,
Particularly because one of the memories that Harry grabs from Snape's head is when he's being harassed and bullied by the tree. And if you see him hanging around by the tree, right? Or say you have Harry learning Rictuscentra from Snape, where it just makes everybody bloodied, and which is what James ended up using, then it's going to take on a very different meaning whether you like it or not.
mhm,
And that's the book is not about racism. It's really not. It never was.
yeah. And I think that that's the reason why they wanted it this way. Because like Hollywood, they're always gonna complain. It's like, oh, did you know that there wasn't a lot of black people present in terms of being main characters in Harry Potter? Like that shouldn't be a thing, right? And it's usually typically these like woke middle-aged Karens that want to white knight for black people because they feel that,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm still apologizing for slavery. I'm doing this for you, right? They're basically trying to virtue signal to their base. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm doing this shit for you, even though I don't agree with it, but I'm doing it for you guys. It's
Mhm.
the same thing. And I hate those people is because they don't know anything about, like, oh, we're trying to make this is going to be the super most authentic to the book. It's going to be extremely accurate. No, it's not. Not anymore. Right?
It's really not. It's really not. I mean, there was this whole debate again about Hermione as well, because I mean, Hermione's race was not described in the books, right? And there were people that way back when that were saying Hermione should have been black, because she described her hair as being curly, and J.K. Rowling came out said I never described her race, period. Right. And that's being used again because the new Hermione, she's not white. She's not white. And that got brought up. I think it didn't get pushed because they're kids. People don't want to be mean to kids. So they don't want to go after a 10-year-old and be like, hey, how dare you not be white, type of thing. But no matter what, I think the biggest problem is going to be with Severus Snape being black and having them turn this into a race issue.
Yeah.
Even when it's not.
Yeah. So basically, we do know that J.K. Rowling is somewhat involved for this one. Like, she's pretty much involved for she oversees everything and stuff like that. But I guarantee you, she probably doesn't have too much say. Maybe she sees the vision, right? It's sort of like what Kevin Feige does, right? Like, okay, you have this overarching vision of exactly what you want this TV series to be, and as long as they hit all of the story beats and these bullet points, I don't really care how you get there, just get there, right? I'm not sure if that's her case, right? And I'm not sure if she's actually addressed like the whole Papa Isidore being Snape. I'm not sure if she's ever addressed that. It's like, hey, what do you think about Black Snape, right? You said the sallow skin, marble skin color, and so like greasy hair. This guy's supposed to be extremely ugly. Why is this handsome black man playing Snape, right? So it doesn't really make sense. So and then now, last bit on this Harry Potter thing. What are your thoughts on female Voldemort?
That's so stupid. It is just I don't like where they're taking it. I mean, I'll watch it. I'll probably just make videos about it and talk about it, when the episodes come out. There is no reason to make Voldemort female, particularly too, because in the seventh book, when they describe the scene about tying Harry to Tom Riddle's dad's grave, right? And how they're forcibly taking his blood and everything, it's gonna look way more messed up if it is coming from a female, particularly a creepy one.
So, all right. Now, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I made some images, and this is basically female Voldemort before the change, right? This is Tom Riddle, so
oh god, okay. Of course.
So this is Tom Riddle. Now here's the thing. Some people said that, I knew you saved the. Shut up, DB Wild. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sevvy. All right. You said on stream you were deleting this. Shut up, man. Yeah. So, look, I said this to Grae. I was like, if they're gonna make Voldemort a woman, make them insanely hot.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with it. But like, people are saying that it might be what's it called again? That black chick from Wicked, Cynthia Erivo. So like, she already looks like a demon and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah,
so,
she does.
But yeah. What's on her boobs? What's on her? Don't worry about it. I didn't ask for the AI to make this. All right. I didn't ask her to put like sweat drippings on her and stuff like that. I would never do that. I would never ever do that. All right.
Yeah. Well, Tom Riddle is supposed to be very attractive and very handsome. And part of the story is that because of his use of the dark arts, he rips away everything that made him human and he stops being.
Yeah. But yeah, there it is. Yeah. For me, like I said, I only read like the first 2 books. So I did watch all the movies, but I only read the first 2 books.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Mitchell Fields with the 5. He sold it for $4 billion. He could publicly offer to buy it back for $1.5 billion. Yep. given how much money it lost. Yeah, 4 billion is not a lot of
Yeah.
money. Like, it's a lot of money for regular people, but like
Mhm.
in terms of like being a big IP as big as it is, like Star Wars, that 4 billion is he should probably sold it for like 10 or 12 billion minimum, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
so.
Thank you so much, Sevvy, for coming on. Really appreciate it. I know you're gonna have some Battlefield 6 stuff lined up in the near future. But thank you so much. Really appreciate it for coming on. I know that who reached out to you and it's like, hey, because like someone mentioned it to me and I was like, oh, I'll see if she wants to come on. And then you reached out to me directly. So like,
Chad told me, hey, like, Phil is gonna be there alone. You should send him a DM and tell him to put you in the show. I can't remember who said it in chat, but somebody did. I mean, the thing is, like, we have so many like common chat talkers that sometimes
yeah,
I think they talk to each other, or like they might say like, hey, you should reach out, or they told me, I think like a couple of weeks ago, they were like, oh, Steph and Disper are playing Battlefield. You should see if they have a fourth. It's like, oh, that's a great idea. So I reached out to Disper and Steph. It's like, hey, you guys have a spot? And they're like, come on, you know?
mhm.
So that's kind of usually how it goes, because it's really hard to keep up with everybody's streams.
Ah,
Because I'm either at work or I'm doing my own streams or I'm recording. So I don't have a lot of time. So I really then depend on chat to let me know what's going on with everybody else sometimes.
I see. I see. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Sorry, I'm gonna read this last one. Mitchell Fields with another 5. Thank you, thank you. Phil didn't ask the AI to put the sweat on the boobs. It learned how to do that from Phil's past creations.
Oh goodness, that's good to know.
That's
Well,
wild, man. I actually put sweat. Okay, I actually did put sweat. Okay, you got.
that's too funny.
I didn't put anything else. Cloudy substance. All right, that tastes better if you eat pineapple or anything like that. But anyways, thank you so much, Sevvy, for coming on. Really appreciate it. So, what are you up to, and where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Battlefield 6 shortly in my gaming channel, so make sure to check it out over there. And make sure to follow me everywhere. My link tree has all my socials. It has my Instagram, my Twitter, my 2 YouTube channels, and my Discord link as well. So make sure to give me a follow over there. Um, and what's coming up? My birthday is coming up. My birthday is
Ooh.
October 30th. So I am going to be having a little birthday celebration stream. Phil, you're more than welcome to join. I'll send you a DM later. And then
Okay.
you can see if you're available. We're just going to be chilling and then playing Among Us or playing Jackbox. Mostly
Are you
drinking
going to
and
be
chilling.
dressed up for Halloween?
Yes.
All right. Oh,
Yes.
does the chat know the costume yet?
No,
Oh, there it
no.
is. All right, there
They
it
do
is.
not. They do
If you
not.
guys want to see Sevvy on her birthday dressed up in a Halloween costume, be sure to follow Sevvy on her gaming channel. Follow her on all the social medias. But that's awesome. That's very,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But thank you
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
me.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Thank you so much. We'd love to have you on in the future. I will try to be less degenerate next time. But no promises, no guarantees. I am who I am. The gooner just
Yeah.
comes out. All right. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Phil. You're good. You're good. We still love you just like you are. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Take care. See ya.
Bye.
All right. There you have it. Yeah, go ahead and check out Sevvy. She has a link tree right over there. Thank you so much for her coming out to hang out. What's Phil's costume going to be? All right. I originally for my Halloween costume, I originally had one thing that I was going to do. However, I wasn't able to buy the exact thing. Okay. I was going to dress up as Short Round. All right. I was going to buy the hat. I was going to buy the baseball cap, right? The New York baseball cap, the Giants. Is it New York Giants? No, I forgot. Yankees, sorry. New York Yankees baseball cap. I was gonna buy that, and I was gonna buy the clothes and the shoes and stuff like. I was actually legit gonna go as Short Round. Phil looks sweatier than usual tonight. What? Not New York Yankees. Yeah, I was actually going to go like short round for full on short round. But the thing is, it won't be here on time. It won't be here on time. That's the reason why. You look more from data from the Goonies. Jay's still hating me for this, but I have never seen the Goonies. So you got Snorlax instead? No. No. All right. Psychosis, I do not. All right. So I have a couple of costumes in there on the bottom. Okay. I still have my Roronoa Zoro. I still have the Roronoa Zoro one. I still have I have a pirate outfit that that's gonna be for me and my wife and my son. We're matching. I do have I do have a Naruto outfit actually. I do actually have a Naruto outfit. Huh. Please watch the fucking Goonies. Yeah, chat's mad. Right? Shaggy T says, I've never seen it and I don't care. People, like, it's like one of Jay's favorite movies, right? So, like, man, I was like, he's like, oh, man, Phillip, you haven't seen the Goonies? What's the matter with you? Yeah. Yeah, so, I actually do have a, here's the thing. I can dress up as, I can actually. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can, if it can get here on time, I will do it. If it can get here on time, I will legit do it, okay? I'm looking at Amazon right now. If it can get here on time, I will do it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I will do it. Go as Lopan? No! No! I will never go as Lopan. All right, so unfortunately, it will not be here on time, so I won't be able to do it. Right? Yeah, won't be able to do it. All right. Fu Manchu would work. Everything is better with Lo Pan. Phil, you need a costume with old Kung Fu Master. Hold on. All right, chat. You guys ready? You guys ready? Hold on. Let me go off camera really quick because I don't want my dick to pop out. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm ready. You guys ready? You guys ready, chat? I'm gonna show you my dick. All right, Grae's not here, so I can show my dick off. See how small it is, chat. You guys ready? 3 inches? Shut up. You don't know me. You don't know me. Chat making shit up. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my son Phillip Chan channel. I am Phillip Dad, and today we're gonna be talking about the Invader X la. Okay, everybody. This is welcome back to the Project Eggroll stream la. Oh my god, oh good to see everybody in the channel. Oh my god, man. So many people watching my son Phillip Chan channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate everybody hanging out lah. We got a DBYO. We got a Negunar, Antonius, Sparta 300, 21 Paraga, Gather Knight, Abi, and the Suka Madik. Oh my god, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Where is Phil? I don't know where he going. But thank you, everybody. Oh my god. I very appreciate it, man. Oh my goodness. Hello, uncle. Oh, hello, Mike. Hello, thank you. Phil cousin. Oh yeah, that over there is my nephew. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my. Oh, Phillip, Dad, I have to say your son had issue. Maybe because he no doctor. Oh my God! Every time I think about him not becoming doctor, make me so angry. Lah. Oh my goodness, chat room. You know that I told him when he was younger, maybe when he was 8 year old, 9 year old. I said, "Hey, Philip, what you doing? Hey, when you go up, what you want to do for a living?" And he said, "Oh, Daddy, I want to be artist." I was like, "You stupid asshole, man. Why you want to be artist, man? You go to be pharmacist, man." And he said, "Oh, Daddy, I don't want to be pharmacist because I had to go to college for 6 years." I was like, "Shut the hell up, man. Artists make no money, man." And he said, "What about the Vincent Van Gogh? Vincent Van Gogh make a lot of money." I was like, Vincent Van Gogh, that fucker dead, man. Oh my God, man. Don't be artists, be pharmacists, man. Oh, man. Every day I think of myself, every single day. I think about it. I say, hey, my son don't be artist. He doctor. He don't have to be lawyer. Don't have to be rocket scientist. Maybe he become pharmacist. Pretty good too. Pretty good. Oh, man. So sad, man. Make me so angry. Make me so upset now. Oh my God. Vincent didn't make any money while he was alive. Yeah, the fucker did, and then he started making money. So stupid. What he fucker chopped his ear. Oh man, the girl don't love me. Oh, I chopped my ear off. What a fucking stupid guy, man. What a stupid idiot. Deserve to die. And then all the money come after. Oh my God. What a bozo. What a stupid guy, man. Oh man, we need still got the doctorate from photology. I don't want to know what they mean. Affiti. The affiti, I don't want to know what photology is, okay? Photology, every time I think about it, oh my God. I don't even want to know what my son interest. Oh, Penis, it says the so sorry character name is Lightning in movie. I don't even know what you're talking about, okay? Look at my dick said that Phil Dad is about to release the Kung Fury. Oh my God, I throw slipper at him. Whenever I see my son don't doctor, I throw slipper. I grab the slipper and I throw at him. You can go waiting. You talk about the waiting for the Mortal Kombat. I remember watching the Mortal Kombat with my son in the theater. I remember we go in the Alhambra. In the Alhambra, in the back of the old Melbourne theater over there, there's an old Chinese movie theater over there. They used to show a lot of pornography movie over there. And then what happened was they turned it into regular theater. And then the regular theater, they start showing the movie that nobody liked. And then they show the Mortal Kombat 2 a narration. Oh my God, what a bad movie. Oh my God, that's not good movie. I remember Fast multiple times. Oh my God, man. This is how you always look to me. Hey, man. Philip, that right here, always look like this. I always look good. Okay? My beard look good. This is a real beard. 100% real beard lah. Oh my gosh. Smackhead say, feel like it's a Blair right. Mr. Chen, fix your son. Okay. I remember my son. I go to my son. He showed me, hey, daddy, can you look at some of my stuff? And then he scrolled through. And then he showed me the girl. Okay, he showed me the girl. And he said, hey, daddy, what do you think about this girl? And I say, this girl, she looks sort of sexy. And then he said, daddy, that's a man. I was like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about him anymore. Okay, he tried to fake me and fool me, catfishing me. I don't like it. I don't like what he do. I don't like what he say. And that's the moment where I kick him outside the house. He don't live in the garage anymore. Okay? It's not a real girl. It is a lady boy. It's a lady boy with big pee-pee. Don't like it. At least you got a grandchild. Hey, man. I remember the first time I talked to my son, and he say, hey, daddy, I'm gonna get married. I was like, oh, that's good. That's very good. I'm happy for you. And then after 1 year marriage, I talked to him. And he say and I asked him, Phillip, are you going to have children? And he say, daddy, I don't want to have children. I so selfish. I don't make a lot of money. I say, you don't make a lot of money because you're no doctor. If you make doctor, you make money. But you stupid. And then he said, oh, but the thing right now, oh, I don't have a lot of money. I want to be selfish. I don't want to worry about another person. Oh, I want to worry about me and my wife. I don't care. And I say, you son, you stupid or something. You got to think about legacy. And then he said, legacy, what are you talking about? I said that you got to think about the legacy. If you don't think about the legacy, everything die with you. And then I say, but what happened? But my sister, he said that your sister have baby, right? Your sister have legacy. But that one, the last name don't take after me, don't take after the Chen family. And then he said that, what about Raymond? If you don't know Raymond, my other son, and I say, I hurt so much. I hurt so much in my heart because if you guys don't know, I married 3 times now. I married 3 times. First time, first wife, I have 3 children. I have 1 daughter and 2 sons, right? 1 daughter, 2 sons. And then when during the divorce, my wife take my other son away. I don't see him anymore. I have 1 more son, make me so sad. Because I go up and I take care of my daughter and my son, but I don't see my other son because my wife and I do not talk. We do not get around, so she divorced me, take my other son. And then my son right over here, he bring up the fact that, hey, what about Raymond? Raymond, my other son. He don't count, unfortunately, because I don't see him. Even though if he have baby, he get married, got family. I do not see him. He don't count. It's because he not really consider my son because he don't consider me his father. Actual very sad. So fuck you, Phillip. You make the son right now. Think about family legacy. And then my son surprised me one day. He sent me photo of ultrasound. And then I'm like, what is this one? And it's you having baby. He said, yeah, I'm having baby, daddy. A baby. And I told him I'm gonna be a son. I was so happy. Lah. And here's the thing. I know that you guys think I joking. But I tell you the truth about this. Okay? I actually tell the truth about this. Okay? I talk to my son Phillip, and I make sure I want to have legacy. It's because he's the only boy. And then if I don't have legacy, it die with you. If you die with you, even though I have another son, he don't actually consider me father because of the divorce, right? So if you don't have the Tron Legacy, that's a good movie. Yeah, I remember watching Tron Legacy. What are you watching? Pixie video game or Wumbo size? What am I watching? You just tune into the Phillip Dad channel now. Okay? This is no longer the Project Eggroll channel. This is Phillip Dad channel. But yeah, so the thing is, I have to make sure that my son, even though I have 2 sons, actually, only 1 son actually consider me father. I have to make sure that he have baby, and I'm so glad that he have son, and now he can carry on legacy. What the ultrasound, a big pool failure. I don't know what that is, but I do remember the Winnie the Pooh. I remember they talking about the Xi Jinping. They can look like him. Oh man, I remember he tried to ban all of the Winnie the Pooh merchandise in the Chinatown. Let's see, Sandro Funga over here. Phillip, that is your grandson doctor. Don't make the same mistake again. Hey man, to be honest though, as of right now, he's so young. I don't really care. He almost 2 years old, almost 3 years old now. As long as he happy, healthy, that all a matter. And then hopefully the person that we have to make sure to train him correctly is my son Phillip Chen. If my son Phillip Chen fail, I will come and kill him in the afterlife. I will come back as a ghost and kill him in his sleep. So have to make sure his son doctor. Okay, that is more important. Okay, that's the most important one in the world. But thank you, everybody. Thank you. We have DK Kitchen. It's the content we need in 2025. Of course, everybody. Okay, I know that you come here for Phillip Chen channel, watching the Project Eggroll, and you talk about big poop, big butt. But now, Phillip, that take over. Okay, Phillip, that take over right now. Okay, this is most important. Okay, most important stream. Phillip, their favorite movie, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That movie is okay, okay? It's not bad movie, but I wish they would have more boom boom pow pow. Okay? Not it's a lot of action, but the thing is they're flying around like hoi, and you have the Magello, you have the Zhao Yongba, you have the oh my god. Don't get me started on the Zheng Ziyi. Zheng Ziyi is so pretty. So delicious. Every time I think about her, I 流口水. 流口水 basically means drooling. Okay? You guys make me talk about Zheng Ziyi. Oh my goodness. Every time I think about Zheng Ziyi, I have boner. Do you know what boner is, chatwoom? That's when you go from 2 inches to 2.5 inches. Actually pretty good. Okay? Oh my god. I do have this one over here. Okay, let's see. Right here. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Look at this chat room. Chat room, look at this right here. Oh my god, look at the Zhengji. Oh my god. Oh my god, Zhengji is so beautiful. Look at the leg. Look at the shining skin. The supple feature. She's not big or fat. She's perfect. Sparkling like diamond in sky. She is the perfect woman for me lah. Oh my god, what is going on here? My name is incorrect, okay? Okay, this is Phillip dad. Okay? That's the wrong name, okay? We have Phillip dad. There you go. Okay. You gotta think about it this way. Zheng Ziyi, she is not a young woman now. But if you look up Zheng Ziyi in what's it called again? The Google. Zheng Ziyi. Oh my god. Zheng Ziyi 2025 photo. She still looks so good lah. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, thinking about this one make me big boner. Oh my holy Moses. Oh my god, look at this one. Oh my god. Where is it? Oh my god. Where is boner? Okay, let me go ahead and do the screenshot over here. And then we save it. Okay, because this is very important. We got to show to everybody what Phillip there is talking about. Okay, we got to save it over here and overwrite this one. And then we go over here. Oh my, this right here, Zheng Ziyi 2025 lah. 2025. You kidding me? She looks so beautiful. 2025 Zheng Ziyi. She no age. She age. If she do age, she age like fine wine lah. She's so sexy. So good. Oh my god, man. Every time I think about her, boner spark up like firecracker. Oh my god. Look at this one. Look at that. This is Zheng Ziyi Memoir Geisha. Memoir Geisha. Oh my goodness. That movie is so long. 2.5 hours. But me, masturbate 2.5 hours. So good lah. Oh my goodness. You don't know what I'm talking about? Let me show you another one. Oh my god. Remember this one? This is her at the Grandmaster premiere. Red Western Ziyi. Holy Buddha. Oh my god. Oh, Buddha. Oh man, she looks so good. Look at the leg. Look at the sexy leg, man. Oh man, so good. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Okay, okay. We gotta get back on topic. Okay? I know that we have Zheng Ziyi looking so fly like a motherfucker in the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So good. Oh my god, so beautiful. But watching Tiger Hidden Dragon, not my favorite movie. No, no, no. Not my favorite. My favorite movie all time. Probably Drunken Master Part 2. Drunken Master Part 2 is a good one. Talking about the Jackie Chan flying around drinking the alcohol, fucking 飲酒 and shit like that. And then he go in the fire, he go, like that. He burned himself purposefully because he think that it's gonna sell the movie, and a 100% did. Oh my, so incredible, so masterful, so brilliant. Oh my god, Drunken Master Part 2 is the best movie lah. Oh my goodness lah. Oh my god. I drooling everywhere just thinking about Jackie Chan. Oh, okay, let me calm down. Okay? Uncle Peter getting super invigorated just thinking about Drunken Master 2. Oh my god. I thought it. What is this one here? Okay, you see see a lot of great movie by Jackie. Yeah. Jackie, my brother, if you don't know that, okay, that was a good one. Jackie Chan, my brother. And then I thought the Christmas Story was your favorite movie. What Christmas Story? Why that one? Christmas Story? I don't think the Christmas Story, the only good Christmas Story is the one movie, the other Titanica. That one, the good one. Oh, with the jingle all the way. That one, got a turbo time. That's a good one. Okay? Another good one, another good Christmas movie is the Home Alone 1 and the Home Alone Part 2 lah. Those are good one. What a good one. What a Christmas. You know what Christmas, the one the old fat guy come down and go, ho, suck my pee-pee. That's the Christmas Santa Claus, yeah, that's the good one. Oh, also, Tim Allen, Santa Claus, also good one too, yeah? Oh, man. That one also the good one, okay? Oh, my God. What's it? It's a clip, man. It sounds a good time. Hey, man. Hey, that one's a good one, okay? But thank you, everyone. Oh, tomorrow, make sure you check out my son Phillip Chen channel, okay? Not on Project Eggroll, but Phillip Chen channel tomorrow. If you don't know, tomorrow the video come out talking about the Interstellar. Interstellar is a good movie, okay? Make sure you go watch the Phillip Chen channel because Phillip that me make the review and it's gonna be a good one. Okay, that was a good one. So make sure you go watch that one. Go ahead and watch, subscribe to my son Phillip Chen channel. Because more recently, a lot of people want him to go away. A lot of death threat go to his channel. He said that, oh, you think you funny? I want to kill you, China man. Hey man, who care about the fucker online, man? The fucker online is so stupid lah. So stupid, so uninteresting. If people try to do death threat, hey man, I survived the Tiananmen Square. I survived all the violence in China. I remember that one. Okay, so this should be nothing for my son Phillip Chen. Okay, I tell him, hey, don't be stupid, don't be idiot. Okay. Yeah, the Interstellar, that's a good one. Yeah, the Affiti, the Interstellar. Yeah, that's the one, a good one. Okay. Yeah, the Interstellar. Yeah, that one. Yeah, Interstellar. What that one? I don't know what that is. Okay. Only one Palika. I don't know what that is. Palika. Okay. Okay. When an Asian man open eye wide, an angel get a wing. Like chicken wing. Are you talking about that one? Chicken wings sound pretty good right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. I see. Also over here, Lonnie J. Baltic. He said, "I understand." See, there you go, man. See. I knew somebody understand the word coming out the uncle mouth lah. Oh my god. He survived the cultural revolution. He got skill. Yeah, man. Got pure thrill, all skill, nothing but thrill. Okay, very good. Very good, man. You see the Tiananmen Square, that's the one, man. I remember that in China they're trying to copy that one and try to block out all the information inside the history book. Oh my god, make me feel so stupid. Like I see it, man. I see it on TV. You guy try to run over the guy with the tank. You crazy motherfucker. That's why I leave communist China. That's why I leave communist China. Go to America. Okay, so much wisdom. Oh man, I'm not sure about wisdom from my son, but me, yeah. Uncle Peter give you good wisdom lah. Chicken wing, yeah, chicken wing is a good one. In Chinese, we call it 炸鸡, 炸鸡. 炸鸡 means fried chicken, and then 炸鸡 wing is good one. Oh, who are they over here? Oh, the Nagili the no. Thank you so much for the 22 month lah. Nagili the more. Thank you. He say the bone in or bone out. Oh man. That's a good question. Nagili the no, that was a good question lah. I would say that one may be bone in. Because when you put the bone in your mouth like this, and then you suck all the meat, like you suck the meat and then chew the meat, and then you pull the bone out. That's the only way that you eat it. Okay? You put the boner in the mouth and then you pull the boner out. The only way. That's the only way. But thank you for the 22. 22 months, almost 2 years. Thank you. Nagili Ganok, thank you for the 22 commitment. Thank you. Uncle, I say Hassan is a uncle favorite dad. Please tell some wisdom or Confucius. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. Some wisdom I tell you. I remember back in the day when I used to work at the Sunlight Supermarket out in South Central. I remember there's a Eggrolls. Eggrolls mean black ghost, but typically mean is the black people. The black people, that's what I'm talking about. The black people, they try to beat him up. The police beat him up. No good. You know what happened? They burned down supermarket. My supermarket, me and my 5 brothers and my daddy and mommy, we come all the way here from China, and then we go to China to Burma because we during the war, right? We go to Burma, and then I come here to the United States, and then we open up supermarket. A lot of black people come inside. All of them cool black people. But then during the Ronnie King riot, they destroyed the family supermarket. And then after supermarket burned down, we try to rebuild supermarket. And ever since then, we don't trust black people. Okay? I'm not saying all black people are same people. But sometimes, they're not good people. Okay? Remember you talk about the black icy. You know, they talk about the news when you're driving down the road, driving the car, and you see the black ice guy. You see the black ice, and then you drive off the ravine and you die because the black ice robbed you of balance. Okay? But the thing is that Uncle Peter have a lot of black friends. You know the black midget guy, the small guy, the 矮仔, the black midget, the one from the movie. The movie with the Icy QB and the Chrissy Tucker. Yeah, that one. He actually come to supermarket multiple times. He's a frequent visitor. All day. Small guy. Yes. Very short. Maybe like, I can hold them up like this. He's small guy. He used to come to supermarket or maybe every Saturday. He come at least one time. Very good guy. He come order the bologna. And then Uncle Peter, me, I a butcher in the back, I cut the meat for him. Okay? So even though it is in your how would you say this one? Intuition? Intuition. It may be up to you, intuition, you don't trust other ways. Okay? Maybe you don't like white people. You don't like Chinese people. You don't like black people. You don't like Mexicano. Okay? It's okay. Okay? But the thing is, you got to give them benefit of doubt. It's because sometimes they are good people out there. A lot of bad people out there. A lot of fucker try to fuck you. Okay? And then in return, you fuck them back. But when they don't fuck you, you don't fuck them back. So simple. Okay? So if you want to take away anything from fear of that, Phillip dad say, when somebody fuck you, you fuck them back. If they don't fuck you, you don't fuck them back. Take away very good, okay? Write that. You got to be writing down right now, okay? It actually very, very good poem, very good IQ to live by. Okay? Okay, so let's see what other people over here. Hunter said, honestly, Asian women terrify me. The only reason why you think the Asian women terrify you is because most of them that you see on the internet have a pee-pee. Okay? That's the reason why. Okay? Okay lah. Okay, the Black ICP a bit good music. Oh yeah, that's good music. Sometimes they're wappy. I remember I talking to my son Phillip Chen, and he say some good music, and I asked him, "Hey, do you have any good black music?" I asked my son. I go to his room. I go, "Hey Phillip, do you have any good music? I hear the black people, they sing, they yelling all the time. It actually sound pretty good. My son don't listen to black people music. I don't know why. I did not teach him to go away. I didn't go to laces, okay? But I don't know why he don't listen to black people music. He always listen to the Chinese one. Okay? I don't know why. He listen to Chinese music. Okay? Let's see. You don't like white people, then why are you always trying to whiten your skin? Okay, here's the reason why, okay? There are a couple people. So Mr. Milky, Dodi. Yeah, Mr. Milky Dodi. Okay. The reason why a lot of people, Asian people, bleach the nipple, bleach the pussy, bleach the pee-pee, and bleach the butthole, is because it look like that they are revealed. Okay? If you think about it, think about it 1 second. The reason why the people bleach the nipple, bleach the vagina, the pussy, bleach the butthole, and bleach the pee-pee is because it should look more revealed. It's because that means nobody touch it. All right? Nobody touch it. It is innocent. Okay? If you think about it this way, a lot of the rich Chinese back in the ancient China day, a lot of the emperor, the king, the皇上啦，the皇上, okay? The king, the emperor, all the rich people, all right, the philosopher, they never work in the field, okay? They don't work in field because people who work in field, those are the gulay, the manual labor. They go out there and then they work the field. They harvest the rice, they harvest the vegetable, they harvest the meat. They farmer, right? The farmer. So what happened is that the sun, the 太陽照住晒, the 太陽, which is the sunlight tan the skin, right? They tan the skin go darker, all right? When the skin go darker, means that they are poor people. They are not of money. They are not wealthy. They have no title to the name. That's the reason the Asian people always try to bleach the skin, the whitened skin, to look more pure, to look more fancy. Okay, that's the reason. Okay. Hopefully answer question. Okay. Hopefully I answer question. Okay. White butthole gotta be clean kitty. White butthole. Okay. Sometimes when you open it, you open butthole, right? Uncle Peter open butthole like this. Hiya! Like open it like a hi. Open the butthole. Okay. You open the butthole. Oh, duck. So hairy. What are you doing? Okay? That's the reason why you bleed the butthole. Okay? For some reason, the most darkest part in the whole entire body, no see sun. Tell me how scientific fact that happened, huh? Scientifically, how do that happen? Okay? Okay? My private part, my PP area, my PP, my butthole, so dark. No sun. Why is it so dark? You tell me. I don't know that. I don't know science. I only know math. Why am my pee-pee and butthole so dark? Maybe some enzyme, maybe some, I don't know what's going on. Out of everywhere. Uncle Peter, white everywhere. See, look at my skin, okay? Very white, right? White over here. And then you go all the way down to pee-pee. Brown color. I do not outside get tan. I don't go to beach. Oh my God, I go to beach, I take out my underwear, show my ball sack and my pee-pee everywhere to get tan. Oh my God, so stupid. I don't get it. It's a poo-poo? I don't know. Oh man, who are they over here? What is this? Shaggy Titty. Shaggy Titty on the Lumbo. He said that with a $5 he said another great show tonight with Sevvy. Yeah. Sevvy good. Yeah, she good. We want her to come back. Not bad. Pretty good. Oh man. It's a Bonnie J. Bowjack. We remember tread carefully when exploring wilderness. Oh man. That's why you bring the hacksaw. You bring the machete. Right? You bring the machete. Make sure you explore the bush. You open the bush. But sometimes bush is too crazy. Yeah. You understand? The butthole open like Star Trek though. For Uncle Peter open, man. The girl, oh man. When I go up to girl, I look at them. I say, hey baby, let me show you the Oriental spicy. And then the woman just opened her leg for me. I don't know what happened. Okay? I used to get a lot of pussy when I was younger. True story. Phil Poo come out Chinese yarrow. Well, the only reason, okay, low buck hair Lily Helen, okay, the reason why poo come out yellow, okay, if you don't know, when you poopy, you feel the urge to go poopy. The poopy come out. What you need to do, you hold the poop. You squeeze your butthole. You squeeze it. What you do then, you absorb most of the nutrient. Because sometimes when you eat the food, it goes straight through your body, no nutrient. But then if you tighten butthole, like some guy trying to rape you in the butthole, you tighten it really tightly. And you eat. Right before you pull out the poo-poo, it turns yellow. That's how you do it. That is scientifically correct. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I am 100% true. You like the where the 4D Smith and Weston? Bello, if I got not, they got the same question. I don't like the 4D Smith and Weston. I typically like the 45 ATP and the 9mm. That's a good one. It's cheaper and everybody use it. Okay? Asian Gandel spitting fat. Sugar my dick is correct. 100% correct. See. A Hunter is a butt plug company stock are skyrocketing right now. I gotta talk to my distributor. Maybe we can distribute some good butt plug come from China. Okay? Maybe I tell the people in my sweatshop to make sure we get some good butt plug for you guys. Okay? See, I barely understand. I barely understand you, Alucade. Okay? I don't understand what you're talking about either. Okay? You speak English, man. I can barely understand him too. I don't know about you, but I remember I go to my Chinese friend. They've been here for 3 years, okay? I go to my Chinese friend from China. I ask them, how do my English sound like? And they say, that's very good. It's a good one. So, I don't know about you, but I think I have perfect 100% good accent. Right? I go to the beach. I go to Bennett Beach. Okay. I go to Bennett Beach. Okay? Bennett Beach, a lot of black people over there. Man, I go over there, smell like marijuana, smell like weed, smell like pee-pee on the floor. Okay? Not good. when you go over there and you see the muscle beach, they're working out the muscle, lots of muscle, okay? Muscle like this. Okay? They do the muscle. Okay? And then, what happened? I go to the muscle beach and I talk to them like this. Hello, I am from America too. You know, I actually born here and raised here in California. Very good, very good, like that. And then they look at me like this. And then they say, now you're speaking my language. All of them, they say, I have good American English. If you don't understand me, maybe it's you that need to go back to school and learn English. Okay? You should go back to school and learn the English. You don't come to my country and not speak the English. I hang up the phone. All Asian look alike. Metropio. You know what you just say is extremely 100% correct. I remember one time I was talking to my brother across the street. I say, hey, brother, what's going on? What are we doing tomorrow for dinner? Okay, we haven't seen each other a long time. What are we eating together? What are we doing for dinner? Do you know what he say to me? He said, he said, I'm not your brother, I'm your neighbor. I say, fuck. And I leave. See, Star Wars. She said, hello. Hello to you too. You see this one from the Bonk Monica. What the fuck did I just click on? You click on one of the best channel on all of YouTube. Project Eggroll. But today, Phillip Dad take over. Thank you for joining channel. Thank you everybody. If you guys have not done it yet, please consider liking, subscribing to my son Phillip Chen channel. 2 channel lah. Project Eggroll and the Phillip Chen channel number 2. If you guys have not done so already, it definitely make me very happy. Okay? If my son Phillip Chen can make money doing YouTube, I forgive him for not being doctor. Thank you. It's a HJ Lalo. You look a lot like Phillip Chen. Are you related? Unfortunately, yes. He is my son. I wouldn't say he deadbeat son, but he is my son. Okay? The only reason I don't kill him is because he gave me grandson. That's the only reason. Okay? What here? Listen, you SOP, stop being stingy with duck sauce. You know ducks are expensive lah, huh? You don't think they're expensive. Okay, the ducks are expensive, okay? If you're talking about 海鮮 sauce, 海鮮醬啦, 沙茶醬啦, the sriracha啦, the freaking other sauce, maybe. But the duck sauce expensive. Expensive lah. You don't think it takes a long time for me to cook the duck? Okay, you cook the duck, you fry it, and then all the juicy, and you get to hang it in the front, make all the dripping come down. It take time, take process, take money. You cannot rush the process. Thank you. But I do agree though. I do agree. Oh man, let's see. Nobody says suppy. What going on? Nobody. Avocado, how do you not understand clear as day? Hey man. Even Stevie Wonder could see that I speak perfect English. Okay? Have you seen Stevie Wonder new house? Neither have I. Oh man, and nobody $2. Oh, thank you, $2. Thank you lah. Again, I'm not the only one who wear mask. I'm not wearing mask. This is a real character. I am Phillip Dad. Real. Real man right here. But thank you, $2. Thank you. Phil speak the Mandarin Chinglish. Oh, it's more like Cantolish. Okay? I don't really like speaking the fucking Mandarin. I didn't speak Mandarin. You know, sometimes I do sing a song though. You want to hear a song? 雪呀飘飘，地上小王小，天地一片长毛。That's a good one. That's a very good song lah. Oh man. Evan Martin said, hello, Phillip that. Oh, hello, Evan Martin. Thank you for joining channel. Thank you for joining channel lah. Oh yeah, you feel that? Love you with you. Thank you. Appreciate, thank you lah. Tomorrow, this Interstellar coming out. Make sure you mark the calendar. Interstellar tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific time. 8 a.m. Yes, Grae is a parent of the show. You know, sometimes when I talk to my son, I say, why are you talking to the help? If you don't know, in Hong Kong, okay, in Hong Kong, the Filipino people, they are servant. They are housekeeper. Okay? We hire a lot of Philippine people to move to Hong Kong and then they clean the house. A lot of them, for some reason, named also Malia. True story, okay? To be told, I barely understand Phil because of gayness. Oh man, Alucard, I understand the pain. I understand your sorrow. Sometimes he showed me picture of this woman, Ashley man, Blair White. Make me consider killing him, making another child. Oh my god, who is this one here? Jolin Clown for the 10 the gifty member. Thank you. That's not cheap, man. Thank you. Phillip, that thank you. 10 gift the membership. Everybody, if you receive the membership from Jolin Clown, consider thanking the Jolin Clown. Thank you, Jolin Clown, for the 10 member. Thank you. Beautiful song, feel that? Oh, if you didn't know, Phillip, that used to be #1 karaoke master lah. Yeah, man, karaoke master pretty good lah. You what? Okay, you know the guy named Justin Bieber? Do you know that one? Justin Bieber, very popular in China. Let me sing you one song. Dun dun dun, ho hi, dun dun, ho hi, dun dun, ho hi. That's a good song by Justin Bieber, okay? That's the good one. The baby, baby, oh baby. That's a good song from Justin Bieber. Oh man. Oh, Phillip, that Raiden. No, man. This one I born with this hat, man. I used to work out the white steel, man. Oh man. Phil Bear White Love is pure. No. Please don't ruin it. Do not say such terrible thing that you cannot take back. Okay? You do not want to take back terrible things. Because if you say it so much, it might become real. And then me, Phillip, that might have heart attack. Oh man. Antonio's a singer. Which one? Which one you want me to sing, right? That's 夜阳飘飘，北风小翁笑，天地一片长毛。That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. Mitchell Beale said that song sound like an old man having sex. I don't say that. No, old man having sex sound more like this. Sound like that one, okay? That is how the Chinaman having sex sound like. Okay? That's a good one, okay? Let's see the Evan Martin, the Bear White Project, starring Phillip. No. I don't believe it. Absolutely. Unbelievable. Okay? I don't want to hear you slander my son. If he gay, I'm going to get very upset. If I found out my son Phillip Chen gay, it is over. I will abort him. Absolutely not. I know my son is 鹹濕佬. Okay? If you guys don't know what 鹹濕佬 means, it means pervert in Cantonese. 鹹濕佬. Actual translation 鹹濕佬 sort of funny 啦. 鹹濕佬 鹹 salty. 濕 wet and moist. 佬 man. 鹹濕佬 salty wet man. Salty moist man mean pervert. That's how you say it. That's how you do it. Okay, you see, Mitchell Peel, you see, what if he gay but still had 20 kids? Then his kid become gay. If you don't know about this right now, I have family friend, lesbian, 同性戀. These two lesbian. Okay. Son, she have son with men before becoming lesbian. Son become gay. Then have daughter lesbian. Okay, that one they do not born. People not born become lesbian. People not born become gay. These people, they train their daughter and son become lesbian and gay. These sick people in the world, they indoctrinate, they groom the children. Hey, I'm gay. I teach my son to be gay. I teach my daughter to be lesbian. Not natural lah. You cannot have sex and reproduce. You cannot produce children. You will die off. Just like Mao Zedong, you die off. Okay? You make no lineage. You make no legacy. These stupid people. Oh, I am gay. I'm so gay. I suck other people's dick. I put the dick in my asshole, in my mouth. Oh my God, tastes so good. Tastes like ocean. And then you have baby. You adopt baby, or you have baby with woman. I don't know what it is. But when the baby born, you teach him all these stupid things too. That's why I do not like gay people. I do not like lesbian people. And these transgender stupid people too. They are sick people, sick in head. Crazy. 鹹濕佬, yep, that's true. Phillip 鹹濕 Blair White. Why you gotta will say the terrible thing lah? Why you say that terrible? Pisan hiker. Who the hell that guy? He look like stupid guy. He looks so stupid. Hello, Pisan hiker. I really hope that you have a better day. Man, maybe you should use a Rogaine. You losing hair. If Uncle Peter was gay, I would not have sex with you. So ugly. But thank you, Pisan hiker. Thank you. Hopefully you are okay lah. Mitchell Peel, what if your son sell unvaccinated $8,000 would be proud making. Oh, if he sell $8,000 for semen, unvaccinated. If he do it, I'd be okay. It's me and him split the $8,000. Make it Uncle Peter get $4,000. Pretty good. I consider. Map 19001. Phillip that talk wisdom. Yeah, the Phillip that always talk wisdom. Phillip that never wrong, always right. Because if you too long don't make a light, what the problem? What the reason to do it? What the reason? Oh man, the beard getting long lah. I have to trim the beard. Okay. Oh man. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for coming to my son Phillip Chen channel, Project Eggroll. And tomorrow, you will see in the Mr. Phillip Chen channel number 2, Phillip that going to be releasing the Interstellar Agent that review. That's going to be a good one. Okay? So thank you everybody for coming to channel. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate. I remember we talked about Zheng Ji. Oh my God, Zheng Ji is so beautiful. I remember. Just like when I was 28 years old, remember Zheng Ji, her smooth leg, her nice body, and then her nice butt. And then if I open the butt like this, send me to heaven. Oh my God, so good. So good. But thank you. I talked to my son Phillip. We have him come back here. We have my son Phillip Chen come back. Maybe give him 2 minutes. He come back. I think he's still in the restroom touching his pee-pee. But thank you, thank you. Okay, we have my son Phillip Chen come back. Thank you so much, Mitchell Pio, for the $5. Thank you, man. Oh my God, thank you so much. I didn't know that we can make money doing YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Okay, be right back. My son Phillip Chen come back. Give him like couple minutes. Give him couple minutes. Thank you. I leave the Zheng Ji over here for you, okay? All right, chat. Hurry up and finish. Hurry up and finish, Phil. It's been like 38 minutes. What? I'm gonna remove Zheng Zi from the screen. I'm gonna remove Zheng Zi from the screen. All right. Is streamer still being a bitch? Hold on, let me see. Anyways, chat. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. The Effete, Nagranol, Painless, Suka Madik, Antonius, Mob. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Shout out to everyone that's hanging out on Rumble as well. Thank you. Holy crap, man. Jackie Tits, Big Z Video Games, DB Wild, Steven Strange. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. See, Phil had to take a shit for the last 20 minutes. Hey, this is what happens when you ass blast yourself too often with the bidet. That's what happens when you ass blast yourself. Okay. I want to see if we can get any more if this shit is still fucked up. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the StreamYard stuff is still fucked up. I can't show the screen. Yeah, it's still acting up. It was nice chatting with your dad. He had a lot of good advice. Yo, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yes, tomorrow there will be a what's it called again? A video on my personal channel. So if the chat hasn't already done so, it's being linked by Nagranol and everyone, and it is down in the description down below. There will be a what's it called? An Asian Dad reviews in Interstellar. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I probably have to go rewatch it again, is because there's a lot that happens at the end, and I do enjoy the movie, and especially being a dad, it definitely does. What's it called again? Hit a lot. See, we appreciate you. We appreciate you as well, brother. Yo, thank you, man. I do appreciate you guys. My face hurts from laughing. Thanks. Look, I originally wasn't going to, like, in all seriousness, right? I wasn't originally going to have, like, I was gonna buy, like, a hat and a beard and stuff like that, but I figured, like, I just buy it just to have it, just in case I wanna do something with it, and I ended up doing something with it, so I'm glad I made you guys laugh, and I made you guys know whatever you guys are going through, like, I know life sucks and stuff like that, and there's real life sucks, and that's the reason why we talk about video games and movies and TV shows that we want the wokeness to get out of it. And sometimes like we do fun stuff here just to fuck around and stuff like that. And of course, if you guys don't know, if you guys don't already know, some of you guys do ask in the Geeks and Gamers Play channel that I didn't know Phil was a part of G&G. Yeah, I've been a part of G&G since April. No, since March. I've been part of Geeks and Gamers since March. So the fact that, like, the community, the what's it called again? I guess that the 199, what's it called again? The fellowship, like, everyone that's a part of this bigger, greater community. You guys are so nice and welcoming and stuff like that, and you guys support each other, and the fact that you guys, when I say you guys, I'm talking about the chat, people who are watching, people who have subscribed, people who have donated or whatever, like Jay, Jeremy, Ryan, like Gary, like, there's so many people that's a part of the community that's been helping out this channel. Me and Grae, never in our wildest dreams, like, even thought that we'll hit 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. And the fact that we've hit over 6, it's very, very, it's very humbling. I just want to say that. Your dad should show up on Tuesday night's main event one day unannounced. That'd be fun. Just show up and you start talking shit and stuff like that. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, it's like, yeah, the 199, yeah. And then and that's the reason why me, and not just me, but, like, everyone that's doing, like, YouTube and stuff like that, like, we want you guys, if you guys are considering it, you guys have the opportunity to do it, and you guys, like, or if you guys just even thought about it and you guys want to start your own channel, do it. You don't know where that might take you. You don't know where life will take you. Look, Jessica Lindstrom and Alec Baldwin's fingers they're getting married. And I don't think they knew each other prior to, like, the fellowship, the 199. Like, the this community that we have in this nerd sphere, in our sphere, right? Yeah, like Sheep City and a bunch of other people has met each other in the fellowship, in the community, in the in, like, watching FNT, watching Tuesday night's main event, watching Ripping the Silverback, watching Mauler, watching Critical Drinker, watching whoever, right? That's part of our sphere. Like, it's freaking awesome. And the fact that, like, in a way, overall, like, it's vetted. Nope, they met, like, 2 years ago? Yeah, but, like, did they meet prior? Like, because I met Alec Baldwin's finger, like, 3 years ago. Right? Yeah, I met him 3 years ago in 2020. Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Right? But, like, the fact that, like, people have met each other, they started dating, they started marrying each other, and, like, they know each other. They met through the GCA. Yeah, so the thing is, it's through streaming, right? It's through streaming, and the thing is that they all follow the same people, right? So when it comes to politics, most likely you guys are aligned. When it comes to entertainment, most likely you guys are aligned. And when it comes to what's it called again, TV shows and sort of just the outlook and just in life, it's sort of like you guys have been vetted each other already based off the people that you surround yourself with. So what I'm saying is that I can't be happier to be a part of this crew in terms of yeah, like in terms of just, like, meeting new people. Like, I met Nagranol, not in person. I heard he's a tall motherfucker. right? But I met you online. I met Alec Baldwin. I met Jessica Lindstrom. I met what's it called again? Like a bunch of people during these meetups. I met a lot of people from the GCA. I met a lot of people from just streaming. And then I met Cash, which is the cigarette guy and stuff like that. It's pretty damn awesome to have this like community that everyone can back each other and help each other out and stuff like that. And whenever someone like tries to like reach out to me and it's like, hey, can you be on my stream and stuff like that? Like I will do my best if I can to be on a stream if I don't have anything else to do. Right. It's like so like whenever Dermy Wormy, I'm not saying Dermy Wormy is bigger than me or anything like that, but I'm just saying like from people who are like from TMNE, like Geeks and Gamers crew to like people who are just getting started. You know, like I've been on a GCA several times now. And yeah, I hope you're I will be going to MegaCon this coming year. I will be there in March. So I enjoy Alec Baldwin's Fingers stream. With Irvine, Gooch, and Badger. Yeah. And the thing is that like you don't know where those streams will lead to, right? You don't know where you're going to lead. Like you can meet people and then all of a sudden you start streaming with them, right? That's pretty cool. Well, like she wasn't the original at the original meetup, but she joined shortly after, but I don't think they even knew each other in chat beforehand. Yeah. Yeah, I think Hertz Donut wants to marry Nancy Pelosi. We all know that's true. We all, I know, everyone know that shit is 100% true. All right. But yeah. Let's see. I don't think I have any more things to talk about. I typically like when I'm talking to like Grae and stuff like that, like we banter off and shit like that. And I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the whole like Philip's dad thing. I really appreciate you guys, man. Really, really do. But I think I'm gonna call it here though. I think I'm gonna call it here. Now, next week, on my own personal channel, I won't be live on Monday. I'll be out of town. So I will be back for Tuesday night's main event. My what's it called again? Wednesday night gaming with Geeks and Gamers Play. My own personal channel for Coomcast. We're gonna on Wednesday after the whole Coomcast session, I will start playing Super Metroid. I will start playing Super Metroid. I've never played any Metroid game ever, so this will be my first one, and I'm starting with what I hear is the best Metroid game ever. So I will be playing Super Metroid for the first time, and it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited. I love Metroidvania type of games, even though I've never played an actual Metroid game. Is Battlefield 6 worth it? According to what I heard, it's good. A lot of people like it. My brother likes it. He said he's liking it a lot better than COD. But yeah, he's super excited for that. And then I will be back on Thursday with Epicverse, and then Friday with my own channel, and then Saturday on Project Eggroll, this channel, we are going to have Kirsha next Saturday. Kirsha will be on. So if you guys haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel and stuff like that, or just tune in. You guys don't have to subscribe or anything like that. I'm not forcing you guys, but it does help out the channel. You guys don't need to super chat or anything like that. Given Grae will say otherwise, because Grae likes the money. But Kirsha will be on with us next Saturday. And then in the future, on November 7th, it's on a Friday. We're going to have on Vera Dark. Vera Dark will be on with us on November 7th on a Friday. So there'll be a Friday stream instead of a Saturday stream. So yeah. Let's see. Word. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I heard Battlefield is really, really good. I heard Battlefield 6 is really, really good. I want to play it. The thing is, I'm not sure if I want to play it. Like, I heard it's good. I want to play it, but I'm not sure if I want to play. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it sounds good, but am I gonna have time to play it? Right? That kind of stuff. But yeah. Let's see. Woo Sick, get your Foxu R34 ready, peeps. Vera Dark is a very good person. Yeah, we're gonna have on Vera Dark, Shaggy Tits. Yeah, Phil's a hit with all the ladies. I don't think so. I don't think I'm a hit with all the ladies. I did reach out to Kirsha and Vera Dark before they started following me. They started following me because of the viral post I did on X, right? With the one with God, what's that? Ghost of Yote. But yeah. It's so let's see. It's so good you have no time to enjoy. Yeah, like the thing is I have so much shit happening, right? Like I'm basically streaming every single day but Sunday. And Sunday is like family day for me. So right, so Monday I'm on my own channel, Tuesday I'm on Tuesday night's main event, Wednesday I'm on Decent Gamers Gaming and my own channel, Thursday I'm on Epicverse, Friday I'm on my own channel, and then Saturday I'm on I'm doing Project Eggroll. And here's the thing, I'm also you guys aren't factoring in that I work a 9 to 5 on a regular day. So like from Monday to Friday I work a 9 to 5 job. So on Tuesdays I take like half day so I can do Tuesday night's main event. So I'm basically on all the time. Like, that's why people ask me, like, "Hey, Phil, have you ever thought about going full time? Have you ever thought about like doing Project Eggroll or your own channel full time? Can you stream every day and stuff like that? Can you stream more? You should stream during the day. You should stream right after Tuesday night's main event. You should stream right after Friday Night Tights or before Friday Night Tights." I just like I can't, right? I can't. But yeah, I really, really wish I could, but I can't. Let's see. Vera's pretty cool. Yeah. I've never talked with her directly, so this will be our first time. I've I've just communicated with her through text, through DMs, and she's been in a Geeks and Gamers Mario Kart stream once, I think. Let's see. Falling asleep with the stream in the background, I heard a Fox woman name, and I love that unstable white woman so damn much. You'll enjoy Kirsha. Yeah. I've spoken with Kirsha before during what's it called again? The King of the Cart stream with what's it called again? Side scrollers. Also, chat. Side scrollers is also doing a subathon this week. So if you guys want to go check that out, check it out. I know that Kirsha is going to be there. I know that a bunch of other people are going to be there. Mo and Flawed, Desiree, Blabs, a couple of other people. They're all going to be there. So check that out. They are going to have their subathon for this week. So I did do a promo for them. So be on the lookout for the promo. It's actually pretty cool. Let's see. You just stream whenever, bro. I really appreciate the late night streams. You're one of my favorite late night watches. I appreciate it, man. I really, really do. I really, really do. On the grind, yeah, making videos. Yeah. Here's the thing. The reason why I stream is to make videos, right? Is to make video content. And the only time I actually make like side contents is for the Asian dad reviews, which is like once a week. I can do once a week, or I can churn out a shit ton of them and just have them scheduled out for like however long. Or if there's something very, very specific I need to talk about, like death threats against me, pro ZD, all that kind of stuff. See. Hey Phil, remember when I asked you guys if you would have Kirsha on about a year ago, and you guys said she'd never be on this small channel? Booyah, motherfucker. Look, Suka Madik, I didn't think that. Like, here's the thing. I think ever since they started having me more as a regular on side scrollers, the chances of that went up, right? So I've been on side scrollers, I think at least once a month, right? At least once a month for the past several months. I'm not sure about a year already, maybe almost a year, maybe not. But I've been on side scrollers for at least once a month. I'm not gonna be on side scrollers. The next time I'll be on side scrollers is gonna be in December. So but yeah, it's like they have me and Flawed on like once, like a reoccurring guest, which is great. That's I'm very, very happy that Greg actually doesn't hate me and like wants me to come back. And ever since then, like I had a feeling that I was gonna get in touch with Kirsha that way. Sorry, it's because they talk to each other, right? But it wasn't until Kirsha followed me on X. It wasn't until she followed me on X because of the viral meme or the viral post that I did of Ghost of Yote. Same thing with Vera Dark, that I was able to contact them directly, right? Because if you have like open DMs and stuff like that, sometimes when you DM them, like they don't respond unless they follow you back, right? So I must protect Blabs at all costs. Yeah. Yeah, the death threats were insane. Yeah, Kirsha's good people. Yeah, you and Flawed are great on side scrollers, dude. Yeah. Like the fact that, like I said, the fact that people still have me on the channel, like Tuesday night's main event. The fact that Jeremy reached out to me and he's like, "Hey man, we want you to be part of, you want to be part of Geeks and Gamers." And then we have Josiah and Epic Mike and Chaz and Ben was like, "Hey man, we like you on. We would like you have you on as a regular for for Epic Verse, and I'm like, I thought they're just trying to be nice, right? I thought they're like, hey man, we'd love to have you back on. I'm like, all right, cool, you know, send me an invite whenever that's ready. And he's like, no, it's an open invite. I was like, oh sure, whatever, right? And then they asked me to come on again, and they asked me to come on again, and then I'm like, do you guys want me to come on as a regular? It's like, they're like, yes, we want you on as a regular. I was like, oh, I didn't know. Right. And then side scrollers is like, they want me, hey, you want to come on like at least once a month? Like that's awesome, man. Like I never in my wildest dreams I thought this will happen. Like people that I've been watching for several years. You know, I've been watching Gary, like, you know, Geeks and Gamers for like almost a decade now. You know, I've been following Dan for more than 10 years. And you know, it's just crazy. And that's the reason why I asked you guys if you guys actually are thinking of streaming, just do it. You don't know where it's gonna land. You don't know where it's gonna happen. Because I remember after when Jay discovered Project Eggroll, like when he was here, like like I said, it's all Jay, in my opinion. It's all literally all Jay. If it wasn't for Jay, we would be nobodies. No one would even care who the fuck we were. We're just another bunch of yellow dudes on the internet, right? And like my wife was like Jay's he's a pretty big streamer, right? I'm like, yeah, he's part of Geeks and Gamers, right? And you know, I've been following Jay ever since the whole like the what's it called again, the Star Wars stuff, and when he's part of Geeks and Gamers, and like she was like, do they think that they'll actually bring you on? Like, I mean, part of Geeks and Gamers? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. What the fuck would they want me? Like, I will always say, I'm a nobody. They have better talent. They have better people who have better charisma. That are more entertaining, right? So I'm just gonna sit here looking from the outside in and just admiring them. I'll just meet them in person and go to these meetups. Just meet them up, right? Meet them in Vegas and in San Antonio and stuff like that. And it's just if it wasn't for Jay, like we will still be nobodies. And I just can't thank him enough. You know, like Jay will always be like the person that like I will always like defend. And it's just he's such a good person. Always blaming it on Jay. Oh, always. Always. But yeah, man. Jay has that magic. Yeah, Jay brought in a lot of people. Jay's that dude. He can get anyone FNT. Okay, I think FNT is like that's pushing it too far. That's pushing it a little bit too far. Like I know Gary, like I know him personally. I've been to his house. Like he invited me to have dinner with him and Melissa and what's it called again with everyone there. But like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be on FNT. I 100% I am not FNT material. Like I've streamed with like Odin before. I've streamed with Az before, but it's on a different channel, right? On X-Ray Girls channel. Yeah, Phil, always remember the wise words of Baby Oil Wizard's most famous victim. Never say never. Now go watch the fucking Goonies for Jay. Yeah, I do need to watch Goonies for Jay. I do. I'll probably review as well. We pay our respects to the Don Jay. Yeah, I won't be on FNT. Yeah, Angry Badger was on, and he is not that big either. But Badger is he's a reoccurring guest with Film Threat, right, on Versus, and he's also streamed with Drinker. He's on Drinkers what's it called again? His afternoon bar sex or whatever I forgot what it's called. He's on with him and he streams with Drinker. So like I would say he's pretty big, right? And he is past 10,000 subscribers, right? What? Phillip's already on FNT though? No. Yeah. X-Ray Girl. Yeah, X-Ray Girl's already there. They don't need another Asian. They already have Perry Chan. They don't need Open Bar. Thank you. Open Bar. Yeah, they don't need another Asian dude. You got a better chance than Beardo? I don't think so. I think Beardo will be on before me. If I am going to be on FNT, it will be Beardo before me. Gary also said he'd invite everyone before he'd ever invite Beardo. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. You'll get on FNT before Beardo. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be a 3-man special. It'll be me, Beardo, and Benology, and that will be the last FNT before Gary retires. That will probably be it. Gary will be like, hey, Beardo. And that's the last time me, Beardo, and Benology are gonna be on. Like that's gonna be it. It's literally gonna be me, Benology, and Beardo. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Hey, I've been on FNT at least once, right? Let's see. That's true. Beardo has no chance of getting on there. I would say Beardo has a good chance, right? It really depends on what topic they're talking about that week, and I think that's usually what's really important. Gary is leaning into the meme of never having on Beardo. That's funny. That's actually really funny. But I think Beardo will get on though. X-Ray Girl is Canadian and a woman, so you are a superior Asian. Maybe. Is Perry Chan also Canadian? I don't know. With special guest Alyssa Mercante. Yep, true. Oh man, that's funny. Let's go ahead, Vice, baby. Hope you're doing well. All right, but yeah, man. But thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it for you guys hanging out with the stream. I know that like StreamYard's getting me a lot of issues. I can't share anything. Is bullshit, but it's fine. I think we may do. I think Sevvy was a great addition to have on, and I definitely do appreciate her for coming on. Really appreciate it. Chinese are higher up in the ladder than Vietnamese, apparently. In terms of hierarchy for white skin fancy Asians, I would say number 1 would be Japanese, Korean, and then Chinese. Because Vietnamese will be considered jungle Asians. Right? You get Vietnamese, you get Cambodians, Filipinos, you get Mongolians, you get Burmese, you get I would say Taiwanese would be considered a fancy Asian as well. I'll consider that. Wow, hold up. No, that in terms of hierarchy, that's how the Asian people see it. As an Asian, as an Asian telling other Asians which the hierarchy of Asians, there's 3. Number 1 is Japanese. Number 2 is Korean. Number 3 is Chinese. Like in terms of how fancy they are, right? If you think about it, all Chinese people want are Japanese products. They love Sony. They love Toyotas. They love all that. And what phones do they use? They either use iPhones or they use Samsungs. They didn't use anything else, right? Phil has jungle fever. My wife is Filipino, so you are correct. You know where you are? You in the jungle, baby. Top 3 ain't bad, yeah. Bro, I'm not a jungle Asian. Nam has a lot of jungle. That's not true. Look, there are parts of Vietnam that are light-skinned Asians, right? I have a lot of Vietnamese friends who are light-skinned Asians, and they're fucking hot. They're all ABGs, Asian baby girls, or boba girls or stuff like that. Like, but I would say I would consider Vietnamese to be jungle Asians, in my opinion. But here's the thing, though. I know the Vietnamese and the Chinese also have a lot of crossbreeds, and that's the reason why a lot of Asian Vietnamese people can speak Cantonese. Is because it's very, very similar. Very, very similar. Japanese probably started this hierarchy, probably jungle fever. He's got jungle fever. Yep, I do, man. See, but yeah, that's my opinion, right? It's not the land of the law, you know. I'm sorry, law of the land or anything like that. Boba girls, man, I've learned so much in this past couple of minutes. So you know, ABG is Asian baby girls, right? So Asian baby girls, those are your typical like they're sort of like Eggrolls, but they're like Asians, like ABGs. Let's see. So this would be considered an Asian baby girl. God, I need to take a pic. I can't show this. So let me go ahead and screenshot this really quick. All right, screenshot that shit, and then we'll post it in Paint. So, okay, there we go. There it is. Crop that shit. Save as. All right. So this will be considered an Asian baby girl. Okay, chat. This is gonna fuck you up. These are Asian baby girls. ABG. Jungle Asians different from Jungle Orientals? I would say they're the same. So these are Asian. It's the makeup, the style of makeup you use. All right. There are fobs, there are ABGs, and there's boba liberals. All right. So this is an Asian baby girl. There are a lot more types of ABGs in the world. Okay. Not all of them are hot. Some of them do look good without makeup. Not all of them. All right. Here's another one. Asian baby girls. This one makes me mad. This one actually makes me mad. This one actually makes me furious. Here we go. I'm gonna save another one. Save. Okay. And bring it up. Share image. That's another one. So these are Asian baby girls. They're your typically they're usually Americanized. They're Americanized, so they're not like Asian. They're not from China. They're American. They're born here. Right? They're born here. They have a lot of makeup. You got a Michelle Phan was basically an Asian baby girl, if you think about it. Michelle Phan is a makeup artist. She did a lot of tutorials on YouTube. She even have her own makeup line now. And she started on YouTube. She went to Phillip and she basically majored in like fashion marketing and stuff like that. And it's this like all of them sort of have the same style of makeup. And then you also have boba liberals. Boba liberals are the other ones that you need to watch out for. All right, boba liberals. Boba liberals are the liberals, but they love boba, but they're liberal people. So it's sort of is a big negative. So a boba liberal would be like, oh, I love boba, but I also love Kamala Harris. So you gotta watch out for those. And you also gotta watch out for the fobs. You gotta watch out for the fobs, okay? Like they are very, very scary, the fobs, okay? Let's see. Let me find a couple of fobs for you guys to look at. Okay. Let's see. So this would be considered a fob, but it's like they all sort of look like this though. Okay. They either have very, very good makeup, or they have the same body type, and they have a lot of cosmetic surgery that's done as well. Okay, so here's one. Let me go ahead and take a picture of this. So these don't have like the one you're seeing right now, that's like an Americanized makeup style. So this one here is a different one. This one will be more considered like a fob. This one. So yeah. All right. So that would be considered a fob. Asian doesn't claim race gum. I don't know what that is. Fobs fresh off the boat. Yes, fresh off the boat. That's actually what it's called. It's fresh off the boat. So they look like that. This is really disturbing. It's true though. Let's see. Look, I lie to myself all the time, so I'm more than willing to fuck a walking lie. So as long as she ain't hacking a Wong, yeah. So there's a bunch of them that are that like you can see a lot of them on like TikTok. You can see a lot of them on Instagram. There are a ton of them. There are a ton of them. The fobs are the ones you also need to watch out for. All right. So if you are a passport bro, you got to watch out for these fobs. It's because what happens. So the ABGs are different, right? So the ABGs, this one and this one, like these two, they're Americanized. So they technically don't really care too much. But when it comes down to fobs, they are high class, even though they're not high class. So that means that they expect to be treated like high class. They expect it to be treated as such, even though they don't come from a high class background. They expect you to buy everything that is a name brand. So you have to buy, if you're going to give her a gift, you better be giving her something that's very, very well known, right? Like a Gucci purse, Coach, Louis Vuitton. Like they expect this kind of shit, right? They're gold diggers, 100%. Very high maintenance as well. All right. It's all about imagery. All right. So if you drive a very shitty car, they're not going to date you. Okay. These people are, now I'm not saying all of them are like this, but most of them are. Especially like if you go to China and shit like that and you see these girls and stuff like that, they have big asses, big titties, they have a shit ton of makeup on. And you say, 老哥，你好，你好，我喜欢你，哥哥，宝宝，it's like shut the fuck up, man. He's like, I'm not here for that. I'm not a passport bro. I'm here to find a chick with a dick. I don't need you, right? Like it's that kind of shit, right? So you gotta watch out for these girls, right? I'm not saying all of them are like that. I'm saying some of them, but there's a lot of them that are. So the Asian baby girls, on the other hand, these are the ones that are like more independent. They don't really need your help because they're westernized. However, you can still date them and stuff like that. So these are the ABGs, and you have the fobs here. Okay, that's the thing. Phil is reformed fob. I'm not even born. Fob is usually it's like you're born in China. You come over here. You have very, very good math, shitty English, right? That's usually what it is. Right? Sadly, my card tends to attract more dudes than women. Well, I got news for you. Well, I got news for you. See. See. Let me check. Let me check Instagram really quick. Let me check Instagram. I think there's a lot. I can get some. Phil suggests that you take these girls swimming in a first date. The girls will know not to swim with you first date because they know that will mess up the makeup. It'll mess up the makeup and they won't go. They won't go with you to the to the pool or anything like that. They will not do it. The first date is like you better bring him to like a fucking nice restaurant. Like not like Applebee's, not like fucking Outback Steakhouse or Cheesecake Factory. Like you better like these girls expect it. And when they marry you and move to the US, let's say you fall for their trap, you marry them and move to the US, you better be able to supply them with that shit or they will divorce you. Right? It's a Supra. I'm gonna have to stick my dick in that tailpipe and make little Supras with you. I mean, not you, your car. Sorry, your car. We got to end the stream. I'm sorry. I feel like just that you take these girls now, like the no Applebee's. That's where the real fire women are. Look, that's the reason why I prefer. I would never be a what's it called again? Like a passport bro. Like go to China, go to Asia, and pick up a girl, bring them back here. I would never do that. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Right? I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. However, it is sort of bad is because like they're going to expect that you're coming from America, you're coming from a rich country. So they're going to expect you to take care of them. Take care of all the bills, all the money and shit like that, right? That kind of stuff. And so that's why like, you know, like I I didn't ask Madam what's it called? I didn't ask Sevvy because of that. But the thing is, it is important for me to bring up. You better be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Absolutely, yeah. Like first date Waffle House is a dinner and a show. Oh, you got to go at 3 a.m. Right now. Here's the thing. Like for me, I was super lucky. Like I said, like I was super lucky that like I started dating my wife. We both have same interests. I didn't know what her political leanings were, right? But me and her were in the same industry. We like the same stuff and stuff like that. Like we love board games, like Batman and DC. Her favorite superhero is Venom. She likes Nightmare Before Christmas. She likes what's it called again? Nerd shit. She likes anime. She reads manga, all that kind of stuff. So, and she likes all the same thing that I like. And I found out that her politics are also the same. It aligns with me as well. So it just so happens that like she's not a gold digger or anything like that, right? Like I remember like she said that like I can propose to her with a Cracker Jack ring that you get from a Cracker Jack box, and she'll say yes. So like knowing that, like immediately I know that like she's not into me because I have money, right? Versus my ex is like, oh, I won't marry you unless you get me a Tiffany's ring. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, Venom is like an anti-hero. I know, but like it's her favorite, like I guess superhero character, her superhero genre character. But yeah. But anyways, chat, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys here hanging out, man. I know that Grae isn't here. I'm sorry if you guys came here for Grae and you got food to fill. Sorry about that. But I do really appreciate it. I used to think that politics shouldn't matter. I realized now it actually does. Absolutely. It really does matter now. But thank you so much, Shaggy Tits, for the 5. Thank you. 21 Palika, Mitchell Fields, Hollow Ninja, Sausage Man, Justin Martins, Psychotic Mongoose, Nagernal, Nobody, and Drowning Clown. Thank you guys for all of the support and supers and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. What is Grae up to? He's in Japan. He's in Japan. So he's I told him to buy me some underwear bending machine, so I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for him to send that to me. But thanks. So guys, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Really appreciate it. And I think a big shout out to Sevvy for showing up. Follow her on all of the links. Follow her on all of the stuff that it's in the description down below, and it's also pinned in the comment section. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And remember, next week, Kirsha will be on with us. So if you guys haven't already, definitely, if you guys want to find a way to support the channel, just liking and subscribing to the channel helps a ton. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. We're gonna raid you over to Fear the Beardo. He's playing Pac-Man right now. So I know we talked about Pokemon earlier, but yeah. Started collecting the Venom comics since Lethal Protector. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. But thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone. Hope you guys have a fantastic day or night wherever you guys may be. Take care of yourself. We'll see you guys next week. Project Eggroll with Kirsha. All right. Take care. Have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.